So
Cool.
Oh
and
yeah.
that crack signifies that we are in go mode.
Go mode. That's
mode.
kind of like show mode, but with a go.
Speaking of show mode,
What?
I just want to always do it live.
Okay.
Do it
So
live. Fuck it.
this week is special.
Extra special.
Extra special.
With 2 X's, not 3, because that's weird.
4 maybe?
4. Yeah,
I'd like to dedicate this podcast to Wilson Hall of Arkansas Tech,
Why?
because that's the hall. That's
where
the
me
dorm. me and
Oh,
Earl
well, we
lived
should
in.
introduce him first. You
Oh.
fuck.
I thought it was supposed to be natural.
No.
You said,
I
like,
do
none of
some
these were-
introductions, especially when it's somebody like this guy over here to my right.
All right, let's
But
rewind.
we'll go to the thing. To my left is Justin.
Hi.
To my immediate forward is Todd.
Hello.
You have to say it like that. It doesn't count.
Immediate forward.
And then to my right, our I don't know how to say it. Our guy that no bass player could ever live up to, and we can totally hold them to too high standards, Earl Stracener.
Yay!
Oh, now you're just talking shit now.
No, that's true.
No, it's 100% facts.
But thank you. I'm super happy to be here. It's
Yeah.
been a long time since we've all been together in the same
Yes.
room. So
Too long. Too fucking long.
this opens my heart a lot.
Yeah.
Good.
You guys are awesome.
Good. You're awesome.
I wish I had a piano, but I'll just do this.
How do we-
No
one wishes. No one else wishes that.
No.
He wrote that song.
Yeah, but then Bryce played it
Yeah,
awfully.
he sucked. Bryce, if you're out there listening, I'm not sorry.
in
I'm not either.
Chicago.
And we still love you.
Yes, very
Yes,
much so.
and we still love you.
Yeah, we just saw Bryce. We were in Chicago.
Oh no.
We were, or me and Justin were.
How was that?
Snowy and terrible.
The city itself was tight. I mean,
I guess
okay, so
it's
I don't know.
Chicago.
yeah, it's Chicago. For me, I've never been there. That's the farthest north I've been, like farthest straight north I've ever been.
Straight
so
north.
I've had like really good and really bad, so I'm kind of mixed. Is it already starting?
already started.
Is it already starting?
I saw you like a couple of hours ago at work.
So, for those of you listening who don't know who Earl Stracener is, U-R-L, that's how we say it, Earl. It's with a U, not an E.
No,
No, it's not.
Curl without the C.
Curl.
the C is silent.
He does have some curls.
Earl
It does.
was a founding member of My Hands to War and an incredible talent at what, like 2 years in? Was it like 2 years? I know it was some ridiculously low number that he should not have been asking.
I know that Todd came to me. We were at Arkansas Tech.
Yeah.
And the whole rule of being in that dormitory was to keep your doors open. So I left my door open during the day, and I would play bass and stuff like that. And Todd came by one day. And
No. Pull the whole stand.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the whole arm will
The
come
whole arm
to
moves.
you.
Yeah, put it to you.
Life will come to
Sorry.
you if you just.
I'm
grab
just
it.
thinking
I'm a
about.
loser when it comes
I'm
to
just
things.
thinking about quality.
You
Talking to
literally
the
the tech
microphone.
guy.
No, well, he's the other end of tech.
Well, I don't know how sensitive this is. I don't want to be.
No. It's
Yeah,
it's
just get up on
yeah.
it.
It's not that sensitive.
Right up on
Okay.
it.
But anyway, yeah, I was playing bass in my dorm room, and I had the door open because that's what the RAs wanted us to do. So I just did it anyway. And yeah, Todd walked by and he was like, "Hey, you're really good at that. Do you wanna would you like to play with my band, because I'm starting one up." And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, I'm not in a band right now, and I would like to play. So yeah, and then Todd took me out to Perryville. That's where I met Justin.
The old classic practice space.
Yeah, man.
That shop's still standing.
Yeah, and yeah, that's where the magic happened at the very beginning.
Yeah,
It's where the
So-
madness started.
If I remember correctly, you were playing Rush. You were playing to Rush while watching Rush.
Yeah,
That is not surprising at all.
I can't remember if it was YYZ or another one.
Well, I remember why
it could have been
YYZ was yours and my warm up. the first day I ever met you.
Yeah. Because
Todd-
you and I were in weird. We liked weird time signatures and stuff like that. So I mean, YYZ, even though YYZ is just the it's the call, the mode call whenever you hit the airport in Toronto, it's
Right.
YYZ.
Yeah.
So they made a rhythm out of that, and I thought that was super cool.
It's pretty
the way that
incredible.
they did that.
But
But it was just a weird time signature thing, and you and I caught on immediately that we're like, oh man, we don't have to play in 4/4.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Well, the initial idea before Earl even joined was when Todd and I met and we wanted to start a band. Like, I think within like the second or third time I'd met you, we had already exchanged bands. Like he was telling me to listen to Dance Gavin Dance. They had just put out Downtown Battle Mountain 1. And so I was like, this is fucking incredible.
Badass album.
Then I showed you Undermined.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I showed you Undermined, that song. It's kind of like a body bag.
Yeah.
And then we, exchanged some other bands, like more esoteric bands. And he was just like, bro, have you ever listened to Art Damage by Fear Before? I was like, bro, that's my favorite album. And so that led into us covering Should Have Stayed in the Shallows, because that was a song you and I really enjoyed. And I think you started getting into Fear Before then, right? You weren't into them before?
When we did the cover, that's when Todd gave me that album, and also Todd showed me The Chariot, which blew my mind.
Right.
What did you have any like
Yeah.
entrance to this kind of music at all?
I had Under Oath, Blood Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Death from Above, 1979.
79.
Yeah.
Alice, you guys were both into Alisana.
Yes.
A lot.
Yes, Alisana.
You used to wear that
Yep.
black Alisana shirt all the time.
Yep.
I did.
Yes.
I think we had the same one.
Oh really?
The
We-
Frail Wings.
Yes.
Yeah.
We both had the same one. We had a couple other. I had two other shirts.
Yeah.
Other than that, with
You-
that,
because
but
you-
I know you had a couple too.
You also had the black one, right? That had the red on it, or was that you?
I just had a black one that was purple and white.
Mine was red, but it was black and white with
Okay.
the art
Okay.
on it.
Well, anyway, so when we started, Todd and I wanted to do a cross between
Fear Before.
Fear Before art, specifically Art Damage, and the first From Autumn to Ashes album, right?
Correct.
Like-
Cape Side Rock. Whatever.
Oh,
that
you
is.
talk. Oh, yeah, but the album was Too Bad You're Beautiful, right?
Yeah.
The one with Mercury Rising.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Those two albums were specifically like. Those were Todd was like, if we could marry those two styles, that'd be really interesting. Then we got Evan, who started writing riffs pretty similar to more along the lines of the From Autumn to Ashes style. And he was really into, what was that one other band that, we all liked him, but I think Burden of a Day.
Oh yeah, he really liked that.
He was super into Burden of a Day, especially with like the two-step to breakdown format that
Are you fucking watching football?
No.
I'll kill you.
It's
He's watching football, isn't he?
I
know.
have been the whole time, but also I had to turn my phone on mute all the way so that there would be no vibration sounds.
Me too.
I've just got mine face down. But anyway, so Earl joins and he comes to practice, and he and I, like, Todd's literally setting up like the mics, and Evan's getting his guitar stuff ready, and me and Earl just like kind of sitting there, and Todd just kind of quiet, kind of chill. And I just remember Todd just looking at both of us like, hey, he's like, why don't y'all just play YYZ as far as you can together? So we made it. I am not a very good emulator of Neil Peart. That dude is insane. But I know we made it
Who's
through
Neil Peart?
the drummer of Rush.
Just kidding.
Fuck you.
Neil Peart.
Neil
Niall Pearte?
Neil Pearty. But I remember we made it through the intro no problem, because that's just like a 5 back and forth. Then once it starts getting into like, I don't know, because I used to play that song on Guitar Hero 2 all the time.
Ooh.
And y'all's friend Derek tried to challenge me on expert mode one time.
Yeah, he was really good.
He was
Wow.
really good.
He was really good.
He was really good.
He's a gamer at the heart for sure.
So then, we start writing some songs, and the first batch was Poker Night with the Boys, which I still think could become
No.
one in this era.
No.
Okay, never mind.
If we bring that back,
I actually, but
Yeah, then we have to bring the one Todd wants back, and I refuse.
yeah.
which one's that?
We've already been over this.
Oh God, no, we're not doing that. Never mind. I don't know if you know the clean part in The Good Thief. Doon. That's the clean part in Poker Night.
Yep.
Oh. Oh. Wow, that's hilarious.
The
You
good
didn't know
thing.
that?
I mean, I wasn't in the fucking band
right,
at that time, so
right.
y'all are just talking about shit I have no idea. So this is y'all setting up everything.
When you said Earl was like 2 years in, did you mean like 2 years into playing bass or 2 years into My Hands to War?
Yeah, bass.
Oh, okay. Because like he was like
Yeah,
3 weeks into My Hands to War.
Yeah, that's about
Yeah,
right.
and I
I
remember
started playing bass at around 15 years old.
Yeah.
So
You got into-
by the time that I got in college, I was 3 years in.
Yeah.
3 years in. And fucking better than...
Plus, I wasn't playing the hard shit though. I mean, I didn't get into Rush. My dad showed me Rush whenever I was around, right before I went to college.
So then what?
He showed Green Day.
I was just about to ask if Mike Dirt was
more punk bass.
Booga-dooga-dooga-dooga-dooga-dooga. Yeah.
Yes. And that and Red Hot Chili Peppers, of course.
Yeah.
Incubus.
Incubus.
Yes. Yes.
I just... Sorry, man. My brain's all over the fucking place. This Honey Bach is so good.
It is
Lost 40 is the shit, man. It's my favorite. Sponsor me.
I had, by the way, if you want another spot, I went there Friday night, and their brats are the fucking shit.
Man, have you had the sausages at
Fassler
Hall? Oh boy,
You've been
they'll
missing
light
out.
your soul on fire,
I
man.
did have the jalapeno cheddar sausage that they have at Lost 40. I had that last night. It was pretty dang good.
Yeah.
But it does not compare to the Hunter
Okay.
at Fassler Hall.
Well,
The
I'm gonna
Hunter.
most definitely check that out.
with the chili.
you know me, I like good
They need
food.
to can their fucking chili.
Yeah.
They're missing out a golden opportunity to be more wealthy than they are.
Yeah, my wife is an incredible cook, and
That's true.
We always like good food. I'm a big stapler of that. I don't want to eat shit.
You're a big
food.
stapler, like Rob
Stapler.
Schneider.
I'm going to take that.
The red stapler.
Earl Stracener is
You
a
have-
stapler.
You have my stapler.
So anyway,
I was told that I would have my stapler and I would be downstairs.
Yeah, we just stopped paying him like 6 months ago, and he don't even know. He just keeps showing to work.
Yeah,
I really like how this just transitioned into Office Space.
yeah,
That was
I
great.
have it.
It's
The
one of my
Deadpool
favorite
variant.
movies.
Hey,
Kudos, to-
Classic.
so
So
we're gonna have to
Mike
ask you
Judge.
to come into work on Saturday.
Oh no.
That's you, Todd. You're that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And the cover sheets.
you are too.
Don't forget about
to
them.
yourself.
Oh, I'm just responsible. I can't fucking sorry.
Yeah.
So anyway, Earl, fucking y'all start the band. I want to get to the part where I'm in the band because
Okay, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm
because I'm fucking selfish.
How do we
My
get
Hands to
there?
War is kind of a long story if you really think about
Yeah.
it.
It's a stinking long story. My God.
it like I guess from the outside looking in, like it kind of just seems like it's like, we had members come and go, stylistic changes and all that stuff, but there was like a lot of moving stuff behind the scenes about everything. Like I remember specifically once Earl wrote Low Lit Chandelier, that's when I really started to like feel like we were honing in on a sound, I guess.
Yeah.
Figuring it out.
Yeah, we were still way out of the way. Fast riffs that were kind of just all over the place, and then like a open chuggy breakdowns.
With Southern metal.
Take
and-
your punishment like a man. Bring comes to mind.
And y'all weren't playing a lot of songs that had like linearness to them.
no,
No,
Y'all would
just
just be like part. It doesn't matter.
Sporadic.
yeah,
It's just
except
like,
for 1458
It's
and
just like,
Scholars.
yeah.
Everything else was like,
well, it seemed like you guys would write something, and as you were writing, someone would just have something else. You're like, well, we'll just toss this in here. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I saw a lot of y'all shows back
early
then
ones,
before
yeah.
I was in the band. So
yeah, the only real musicians that were in the band at that point in time. I feel like stage musicians that actually did stuff were Justin and Earl.
the rhythm section, man, you got a strong rhythm section. You can do whatever you want.
But I did not feel like I knew what I was doing on stage at all. I just, other than looking pretty, like
That's-
Yeah.
but like also looking sad.
No, dude, your vocals were incredibly insane.
You still haven't
what you do. I can't imagine doing a set like that. I just can't. I can't.
Have you seen him lately? You haven't seen us lately. He's even more insane.
I know.
But he's actually like a good vocalist now.
Surprise me at all. That's Todd. That's what I know of Todd. Todd always tries to push the boundaries.
I was just about to say, I think my favorite word to describe Todd, and like, you know, it's not a bad thing. I think you're one of the most adaptable people I've ever met.
Well, I have photographic proof now. When somebody's like, "Oh, what's it like?" I pull up that picture of Todd hanging from the ceiling. I'm like, "It's like exactly like this
all the time."
What
hey,
you
don't
said,
don't
Justin.
talk about don't hype that up. Like I don't want to do that again.
No, that's you did it the one time. It's fine.
I was like,
Yeah. Sorry.
What you were saying, Justin, is the whole point of My Hands to War, or what I believed it was, and I think all of us, most of us.
Oh no, for sure.
No, for sure. But we were all adaptable to each other's things. Like we all adapted together and molded to make whatever My Hands to War was. And if something didn't seem right or something, we would change things up, make it more of what My Hands to War would be. We all had the idea of what the idea of the band would be.
Yeah, for sure. No, I definitely those early shows really kind of like, you know, we kind of showed our metal by like METTLE, not like metal like that. But like, I mean, you know, we grinded pretty hard. I don't ever feel like we botched an opportunity.
soul embraced.
Oh yeah, never mind. That Bryce's first show.
When you brought Rock Band sticks.
I brought Rock Band sticks. That's the only thing I brought, and they broke halfway through the set.
Yep.
So I had 1.5 sticks to play the last 3 songs. We tried Dry Ground out for the first time, and Evan missed the entire second verse.
At a big
that's
show.
The one where it was the guys from Living Sacrifice whenever they came back as Soul Embrace, and then like
it was Plu.
And
remember Plu?
Of course I remember Plu.
Their drummer was sick, so they did an acoustic set and blew everyone out of the fucking water.
Yeah, I think I was at that show.
Yeah, it was that one in Cabot.
I think so.
Is that a church?
I thought we didn't talk about Cabot ever again, guys.
Yeah, it was.
That's still my worst show ever.
I marked that out of my brain.
Put that shit in a box.
That's what Justin did.
You throw it in the ocean.
Whenever this came up, because he was like, "We never botched anything."
Well, can we?
It's my fault.
Bad.
Can we just get to the good part where like I'm in the band?
Wait, hold on. So we have to talk about the point that Justin just made, and Earl followed up with about this band being adaptable, and times where we had to have hard conversations with people. When we started writing Low Lit Chandelier. That was one of the first songs that wasn't written by Evan, and it was difficult for him to catch. And love Evan; he's a great dude. But in any band that you're in, you need different inputs. And I think I remember that being the first time realizing, like, oh, okay, we're gonna have to have that was the first time I remember realizing we're gonna have tough conversations with people along the way.
That was the first like palpable conflict I feel like we had in the band.
But then, you know, that happened probably 3 or 4 more times along the line before Corey came in. And while it's still like, what was really cool about it was the fact that like we cared about Evan. We still care about Evan. Like Evan's a dude, and even after that moment, it was like a year later before he said, "I'm out." And before he said, well, but we even said maybe crap's just going wrong with you. Maybe like it's gonna pick up on the other side, and then it didn't. But like in the same way, like that was one of the points where it was like, okay, adaptable no matter what. And I always thought it was crazy about like of every member in this band, Earl was the one where he could practice the least with us. But he practiced the most at home. Oh, yeah. Because he would walk into a room and be like, yup, I got it. Mm-hmm. That was always great.
Case in point, when he came on stage and when we did the comeback show, Corey and I went to Earl's what was the day after Dustin passed, right? Like not even
It was like right.
it wasn't even 24
it was
hours.
The same week.
Yeah, it wasn't even
most
because I mean we still had a fucking schedule. It's like
it's like so we showed up.
I forgot we should have brought that up in the fucking story that's yet to be released because I forget that like it's like next day, but luckily Earl's a fucking beast and we only had to do it twice.
Yeah, we ran through it once and he played it with me to kind of just get the feel back.
I just played my lap and feet,
and then literally like then we took a quick smoke break, and then he's like, all right, he's like, I think I got it back to where I need it. And then he plays it the second time, and it was the old Earl way, and it was fucking ridiculous.
My favorite is like, oh wait, were y'all done with that?
I mean, no, I was trying to get it from Adaptable. Earl's in the band, and it's me, Justin, Earl, Evan. We had Bryce, and then we got Sid, and then we got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did we get Sid after you, or did we get?
No, you had Sid before.
We already had Sid. No, Sid played I think like 2 shows with us before.
Yeah, at least I saw one of them.
Well, you drove us to the one in Texarkana.
Oh yeah,
that was Evan's last show.
Right,
because you did lights for us. Because Dustin and Colton from Strike the Choir showed up, and because that's where I bought that black shirt that they had. That's where I bought that.
Okay.
So
what were you going to say to wrap it back to where?
Oh, no. I was just talking about how that was... I was just going to go off on how Earl... Kind of like the singularity thing where, like, Earl is this fucking bass player that I never really had... Like, I drummed most of my musical career. You know, I was in a band and playing guitar. And then I got with you guys... Or with Annabelle and started drumming. And, you know, I wasn't like a rhythm section dude. And then I get into My Hands to War, but I'm more like a gun for hire because I'm still like, I think I'm going to move out of this fucking state, blah, blah, blah. And then Earl is the first guy ever to like be a bassist and like come up to me and be like, oh, let's do this thing together because it's me and you. And then after a while later, like probably like a year later, it was like me and you versus like it was me and you versus everybody else. It was like, we know who's keeping this shit together.
It was one of those things that was like, you guys put your pretty melodies and your riffs and everything like that. Me and Corey are just going to throw down in the background.
I think that's when I finally started like,
and then I would just counter melody with Justin with whatever he was writing.
Well,
he was playing guitar,
and he's such a true bass player that he would help me write drum parts back then. Where he was like, "Well, if I'm doing this, you could do this with your foot," or you know, like, and it's like,
and I was following you as well,
right?
Listening to your kick on and knowing when to emphasis.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
A big hit on bass.
Yeah,
you could. On bass, you can go all day long.
Right, but when you're thumping along with that bass drum,
you've got to stay with that too. That's a huge part of being a bass player.
Definitely, like, while I definitely enjoyed playing drums and being able to feel off what Earl was doing, and like, because he and I would come up with like the more technical parts of the songs, not necessarily like the structure and the melody, but like what we were doing within each bar. That's like that was our like at that point limited use of theory, but we would combine it to be like, all right, so Earl's doing this crazy shit and Justin's kind of complimenting that, but like,
and then whenever Justin came in, I would compliment that and stand back.
Right,
like it was a constant back and forth.
Well, it's a good push and pull, but I definitely think when you move to drums, like having you guys as the rhythm section is one of those moments, especially when we're playing, like, you know, you get into the music and you start enjoying it and you enjoy the performance, but then there's sometimes where you just kind of like take a step back and you just look at what's going on stage. You two, when you guys lock in, is some of the most undeniable moments on stage that I've ever experienced.
Earl was one of the first people that ever would come up to me. Like, I wasn't used to like that ever in any band.
You never had a bass player come up to you during a show?
Like, not while I was
fucking like look at you and be like,
I mean, there's like
we're
moments,
throwing down right now, dog.
But you were like the first one where there was like a that, I don't know what you would call it, like telepathic connection. Like we're seeing each other and we're just vibing off each other.
Yeah.
And like now, instead of watching like the guys perform, it's like me and you up there, and then you'll come and you'll stand on, like, say we're playing at the Rev Room. You were like one of the first people that would like come up to the riser or whatever. And Todd would, but it wasn't the same thing. because Todd's just doing his vocal thing, and Todd's always crazy, so he's just all over the place. So, but you would be up there and you would stand there, and for like whole measures, me and you would just be like, nah, like staring at each other. It was fun.
Do our own thing. Yeah, honestly, everybody in this room, Todd, Justin, you, Corey, like anytime I could stare at Todd on stage while I'm playing bass, and you would look at me sometimes and be like, like super smiley face, hey, what's up, dude? And then we go back into it. I love that you gave me that on stage, because it made the stage more fun for me, not necessarily the person out listening to the music, but you put a little tweak in it, and I love that. And Justin did it too. Justin and I would look at each other sometimes and be like,
no, just mean mug the shit out of each other.
Like, yeah, mean mug or look at each other and be like, what the fuck did we just do?
Right.
All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, no, it definitely made the four of us playing together, I think, and this is even in like the later iteration before you left. The four of us playing together to me always felt like really solid. We were so solid
and free flowing.
Yeah,
I mean, like
when
we wrote Nepotism, and the four of us wrote that song. We were all in the room, and yes, you two mainly did everything, and Corey, you produced it and said, this is what I want.
I think it was more just like, here's the idea for the song.
Yeah.
Here's what I have already.
But
let's kind of Lego this thing together. And,
right.
But
it's still one of our most.
I remember the faces of the room. Like, I just remember each person, and just there was this just crazy energy that we all shared, and we were all
I think that's the first time we ever did something like that together.
Yeah.
That's the first time we ever wrote a song, not just Justin bringing Tux Files to as us.
Yeah.
Right. We did a few things where it was like, hey, what about this part? And then Justin would add it, but
I mean, like there was this crazy energy of
there was a lot of energy,
just everybody feeding off of each other.
But I was super pissed, and I feel like you guys felt my. You felt the situation.
That made the song what it was, though.
Yeah.
If you weren't pissed, but you came to us with
because I brought y'all that text conversation, I showed y'all all the bullshit, and then Todd, we wrote the song, and then Todd, we played it twice. Todd was like, okay, I got the lyrics, I think, and we played it. There was holy shit.
And it's been the same way since that point.
I mean, we churched it up with stupid snail jokes now, but
I wouldn't call that churching it up, but.
No,
I do make it weird.
We downgrade the song with the snail jokes.
I remember Justin sent me Tux Files all the time, for ideas, for song ideas, and I would work them out on bass and be like, okay, well, I have what you wrote, whatever you wrote, and I understand where it's going, but whenever we play it, we need to work some shit over.
Yeah, I think that's what I miss the most, man, is all the things that would come and gone, but there's never been a person like Earl where when I just from my perspective, where when I'm drumming and it's heated, it's heated up and we're playing, there's not this me and you have it, and now me and you have it, but when Earl left, it's just been this fucking drought for me.
Yeah.
And I'm just oh, man, this fucking blows. And I feel like you're actually getting some of that in Lame Johnny with Cody, because Cody's a bassist for real. Whereas Earl's a bassist for real. There's a difference between a fucking guy who plays bass in a band and then a bassist in a band.
Yeah.
To me, there's a massive difference, and it's the want, it's the drive, and it's the I'm gonna actually make this a bass part.
As a bass player, I mean, I play other different styles of music. I play jazz.
Well, I know, and this is more of a respect to you. You're the last guy we had that wrote bass lines. Everything else since you has been a guitar part dumbed down to match a kick drum.
It's just rhythm. Straight rhythm.
There's no inflections. There's no.
I know the way that I play is a little bit. It can be eccentric sometimes, but
Mr. Rickenbacker fretless over
I don't say badly to the bassist that can just hold down rhythm.
No,
that's the whole point of bass in the first place.
I know, but I'm talking about.
You don't have.
I'm speaking more to your bassness.
It's about your creativity with it. Absolutely,
you're not afraid to walk to get to okay. Here's the root. I'm gonna walk around this route and find a new path.
And you're also not afraid to fuck it up and give it a different just type of vibe too. Because
Right.
I remember the 6/0 riff we used to do at the 7 part and the
Yep.
you know, I would do a 6 open to the octave, and you did the inverse. So there's a constant diminished fifth going on the whole time.
Right.
Like for people who don't understand what that fucking sound is, that's like,
me.
It's it's devil notes the whole time.
Yeah,
it's all it is.
It's the weird buzz you get in music.
Yeah, there's
like
that weird unresolved.
because there's two there's two same notes.
That song broke my brain.
Yeah, that song was one of my favorites, honestly.
Honestly, that one and
Subtraction.
potato.
Mayonnaise
Subtraction.
Mayonnaise and sandwich chippers.
Here's what's fun.
Potato.
My favorite part about that song is I had to go, okay, Todd, I don't understand it either. Here's how I count it. And he goes, that's much easier. Why didn't y'all just say that?
No, me and Earl were just like, all right, because I think me and Earl definitely have like an
I think that's
an
the
internal
most I've
tempo.
ever run through a song not getting it. Minus maybe the new one.
Loud gasp, yeah.
The one with a D beat that you rewrote to the most complicated thing
Yeah,
ever.
he rewrote a D beat to Blast City.
I will have you know that I did go practice D beats the other day alone after I found out Mel passed away, which let me take a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Our buddy Mel,
Yeah,
he
man.
he passed away Monday morning, or they found him Monday morning, so probably Sunday night sometime. He was the lead singer for Ashes of Augustine. We shared a lot of stages with Mel. We all did.
We all did.
He was an incredibly talented person. He had a lot of heart. He cared about the music scene in this city to the fullest extent. I don't mean to bring this up mid-show, but now it's just out there.
Why
So,
not
like,
though?
He was a great vocalist.
He was
His
a
vocals
powerhouse,
were so
man.
good too.
He was a fucking powerhouse. He meant the world to a lot of people, and you know, it's always fucking sad to lose another person that just, you know, inspired so many. Like
Yeah.
the people that came up from him, like watching his energy and watching his performances and just seeing him live. And I'm one of them, man. I put it in my post that it's weird to tell your friends that they inspire you, but when we were a new thing, and then my other band Annabelle, like you watch Ashes of Augustine, you're like, fuck, man, we are not that good.
Yeah.
Like we need to be better. And then we got to fucking play with Under Oath with them and stuff, and it's just really cool. I'm gonna miss the fuck out of Mel.
Yeah.
Ashes of Augustine gave us a real big boost as My Hands to War.
Oh, no, absolutely, man. The
Huge
tour
influence.
like all of us.
They give us our tour, man.
Them and
Yeah.
Steos and
Oh, yeah.
exactly. Like
Yeah.
they've done.
And he was a huge part of that. And because we were all buddies, and Patrick and all those guys, and
Baker.
Joe, and you know, it's just, yeah, it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm gonna miss him. And rest in peace, buddy. Wherever you're at, just be calm, be good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's bring it back up before I start crying.
Yeah.
I've had a fucking exhausting day. My body is wore out, man.
Let's not do it to your mind too. So when we get Corey in, I move
Now
on.
we're at the good part.
Yeah. So
we're at the good part.
yeah.
On
So
that note,
another beer is cracked open. I just got hit with foam because Todd's an asshole.
Did you have a honey bock?
No, I'm good, man.
You're not gonna drink a beer with Earl? I feel like.
blaspheme.
Oh, anyway,
when you
so
are
I did
under
practice
my
the D
roof.
beats.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, I did go out, and because I had to leave work. It hit me kind of hard, so I left
yeah.
work, and I was in my my shed on my drum set, trying not to cry like an idiot, and I was practicing D beats. I did one for 4 whole measures, so that's better than usual.
At what BPM?
You probably like 150,
It doesn't matter.
180,
The
fast.
The fact that you did something that you've never technically done before in your songwriting, and you would like.
Yeah, I did it, and then I tried to do it again, and then I was like, wait, no, that's not it. And then I kept trying, and then I was like, fuck it. So then I learned On My Teeth by Under Oath.
Yeah. Yeah, which is a fucking awesome.
Which is
song.
harder than a D beat, but I
Right.
managed to pick that up out of thin air.
Yeah,
so
but seriously, on one of the new songs, it's like I had a do.
It
Like
sounded
that.
like 1458, but
Yeah.
the drum sounded like 1458.
Which
but
But
I
at a
never
higher
played.
tempo.
I had to do it on the floor tom. Do you not remember this?
No, I remember.
I remember.
I still couldn't do. I couldn't do it then. I can't do it now. I don't know what
I
the
can't
fuck
remember
it
any
is.
of the words now.
Don't. Just go into the thing. The words are terrible.
But so anyway, so we get Corey in, and at the time, Corey's first show with us, Todd actually had to go to Colorado.
Yeah.
So it was the only show that Todd's ever missed. I did vocals. Corey came in. He came to my house.
Well done.
Fuck. All right. The Toothless Wonder speaks.
Yeah.
8.5.
On the Richter scale or like a judge card?
Around.
Judge a card.
Judge card.
Oh man.
So Corey comes to my parents' house and brings his drum kit, and he learns how many songs did we play that show? It's like 7.
No, I thought it was 5 or 6.
5 or 6. It doesn't matter.
We were y'all headlined that show.
We did.
We played more than 5.
Well, I think it was like 7 or 8.
It was too many.
Right. Well, so Corey came to my house like 5 days before the show.
It was 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We had 2 weeks.
Right.
I
Oh,
learned-
you came out twice.
8 songs.
It was 8
I
songs.
learned 8 songs in 2
Yeah.
weeks. That's right. I learned y'all's whole what y'all were playing.
Right, because I
That's
only
when we knew initially that you were in. If you
well,
could pick that.
I'd already
Holy
considered him in.
shit.
When Todd brought up the idea in practice, before Corey was even in it, he was like, "Hey, he's like, what if we, we were because we were
Bringing it back to Ashes, I only missed a part in that whole set, and Patrick was there. Mm-hmm. And I felt bad about missing the part. I was like, I fucking played like shit. I missed his part. He's like, I couldn't tell. You did good, man.
yeah,
Thanks, buddy.
yeah. Pat's the shit.
Thanks, Patty.
Patrick, yeah. Shout
Shout out Patrick.
out in California.
Patty mayonnaise.
Huge,
Yeah, Patty mayonnaise.
huge,
Exactly.
literally a huge Cubs fan because he is a giant man.
That's true.
But
He hugs like a bear.
yes, he does, and he was never afraid to pick you up if he was super fucking sweaty. He would be like just fresh. I remember when Evacuate the City used to play shows with Ashes. He'd be fucking, banging his head, sweating his ass off. He'd take his bass and jump off stage and give me and Earl a hug. He's like, I fucking love you guys, man. You guys are rocking.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, so Corey learns these songs, and he plays his first show, and then it was
Also had never played anything that wasn't 4/4.
right, and that was
The
also
first time I'm learning
the,
time
the,
signatures.
the only reason I remember for sure that was 8 because we played Scholar's Folly. It was only the second time we played it because I only played it once on drums. 4:45 a.m. was also brand new because I never played it on drums. I did in practice, but never at a show.
Hooray. But luckily, Justin's left-handed, so it was like looking in a mirror. I remember it vividly.
Oh, learning the songs?
Yeah.
So I remember just like basically mirroring him, except for 1458.
1458 was the
Because
only
he's
part.
doing it on, kick and hi-hat and snare, and I had to do it on the floor tom.
which
I was like, I can't
which
do
is
that.
fucking harder.
That's true.
Great save.
That's a harder way to drink beer, too.
For those of you just listening to the podcast, Corey almost made a faux pas.
There's no way to watch it, so
I know, right?
One
I
day.
wish we had video sometimes.
Got him.
Speaking of video, I think the real connection that happened between Corey and Earl, that they both had those flip cameras.
Yes.
we did. You
Y'all
had
both
the
had
white one. I
flips.
had the black one.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
God bless the flip camera.
That thing was the shit.
Back in the day, yeah.
Dude, it
before
was
you
the
could do
fucking
that.
game changer. It was the one thing that everyone was like, wow. And then it just fizzled off. But it's what started the fucking film everything revolution for everyone.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because we both got it for tour.
Sure did.
And then
And I used on tour the whole time.
I-
and that Suburban and everything and filming in the back and be like, look at these motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And
Earl, we wouldn't have gone on that tour if it wasn't for Earl.
And Ashes of Augustine.
Ashes
Yeah.
of Augustine, but
And
also
Sam,
Earl.
have to say
Sam.
Sam because she booked the whole fucking thing.
But
Yeah.
I'm talking about that. I'm talking about the car, though. Like,
Oh, yeah,
right.
your-
That was
your-
Phoebe's
dad.
Phoebe's
Yeah.
dad's
that's
SUV.
my future to be wife at that
Yeah,
time.
y'all were dating at the time.
that
Yes,
was that
yes,
was a
we
big
were
risk to be like, hey, can I borrow your truck for a week? Not knowing.
dating. Yeah.
I'm going to stick
Yeah.
7 smelly people in here for a week.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. But we did a great job with the car. He didn't say anything, so we're good.
Well, we changed the oil twice, and we fucking cleaned. Whoever left that shit in the back, though.
Wait.
Remember that mess?
Oh, and no, in the cup holder?
Yes.
In the
On
milkshake?
side? Oh, yeah. Somebody had a milkshake
Yeah, finally. He finally
Justin,
fesses up.
I never not fessed up. I
called
said
you
it was,
out. I called you
said
out.
it was me.
I called you
And
out as soon as we
second-
got back, and Earl was like, I don't think it was Justin. I was like, dude, it was Justin. And Justin was like, nope, not me.
That I didn't say that.
I didn't care. It was cleaned up and we were all good
Yeah.
to go. So
No, I stayed behind, made sure it was cleaned.
But anyway, let's get back to how Earl is awesome.
Yeah, no, totally. Along the
one
way,
else will ever
you had
compare.
the 6-string bass.
still have it. Still
Oh,
have
you
it.
do? Mm-hmm. So which of the basses is that the only one?
No, I have a 6-string. The 6-string from My Hands to War.
Mm-hmm.
The 4-string fretless from Hey Hit the Brakes.
You still have the
I
Dean?
Still have that.
That's awesome. I love that
You
bass.
just don't have the Rick.
Yeah, the Rick is on. I do have a 4-string.
Kurt Lunsford's Sad React.
I
Yeah.
do have a 4-string Music Man, not the sub, but the next. It's not
The one up?
Yeah, it's the one up from that. I can't remember
Yeah.
exactly. I think it's just called just a Music Man, I believe.
I think you're right.
And then I had the actual acoustic upright, like I had a full bass
Right.
in the
Yeah,
house for a little bit, but I just
You don't
got
have
rid
that.
of it not too long ago.
Yeah.
So
But it was just because I could have a better upright bass. It wasn't that good of an upright bass, so I got rid of it. And
Still fucking
So you fucking had an upright
I'm
bass,
just saying
man.
it was still fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So let's backtrack a little bit. What got you into being a bass player, not a guitarist? Because most people choose guitar.
oh god, this is gonna take.
Was it a money thing, or was it?
No, going to bass guitar. Okay, so growing up in my house, I'm going to keep this as short as possible. Growing up in my house, on my mom's side, they were country. My great grandma played banjo like Earl Scruggs, Lester Flats. Like she was ridiculous on banjo.
That's
Stuff
crazy.
like that. So, whenever I was young, my dad is a guitar player, and I'll get into that, and that's what led me to bass. But my dad, back in the day, they had an extra guitar there, and he gave it to me, and he would just tell me the frets to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's how I learned initially how to play bass. And then I took piano lessons from 5 to 8 because my parents thought that I was doing really good in music. So they just kept me, they tried to do their best to keep me into music. And then my dad, he's from California, but he spent a lot of his time in Tacoma, Washington, while he was in the Army. And he was actually friends with the band Heart.
That's dope as fuck.
I
How are we
didn't-
just now hearing this?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And,
That's fucking cool.
And he was friends with the bass player and stuff like that. And they would hang out and stuff. Thought that I can't remember her name offhand. I'm so sorry. The brunette from Heart that actually sang. He had a huge crush on her.
Nancy?
And everything. Yeah. And yeah. So all right. So fast forward until whenever I'm born, and I'm getting into guitar a little bit, and I'm playing around just with chords and whatnot or whatever. My dad would always be like, well, you could do that, or you could do this and this and this and this and this and this and this, because my dad played in a lot of bands growing up as well, because he was in that music scene before Heart was huge. And he would always up me always on guitar. So I was like, fuck it. Let me try this bass guitar out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what came up about it.
He's looking up a Heart bassist. Hell yeah.
Is it spelled funny or is it just hard?
No, it's just hard.
Okay.
He's going to be a former member if there's a list of former members.
Oh
he's
yeah,
gonna
there's
be on
definitely a
there.
list.
But anyway, yeah, so my dad was really good at guitar. He got to, he talks about seeing concerts of Zeppelin and Floyd
Jesus.
and Frampton and Fleetwood Mac.
Damn.
You go through it, and he's pretty much seen them.
Yeah. All right. So he's the Corey of your dad's generation.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. He was living out in California during that time, so that's why he was able to see them because they came to L.A. all the time. So he would just go from Shaft or Bakersfield, Southern California, to L.A.
Yeah, my dad lived in Dallas. It was kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Just every band goes there. It's just like, fuck, you just go there.
Yeah.
Fuck it. It's $3.
Yeah. But anywho,
Back then it was fucking $3. So
I know,
what the fuck you want me
right?
to say?
Like it's no Ticketmaster during that time.
No shit.
But yeah. Anyway, my dad was a really good guitar player. Like he still is. He still plays for his church. He still plays in the worship band at his church, and he still plays. Had surgery on his left wrist. 2 weeks later, he's back in the band playing again.
Wow.
Like he's
dedicated.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's
very.
insane,
He's a musician.
Yeah.
And I was really, because he was so good at guitar, I was like, "There's no way that I can overtop this." Like, there's no way I can do
Was
that.
almost competitive against your dad while you got into bass?
So I was like, I'll go bass or whatever. And I
Okay.
took a bass. I did play tuba in the band, in the high school band.
That makes
and stuff
no
like
sense.
That. So,
No offense, but you're not the biggest guy.
I know, for sure.
Usually the
For
tubists
sure.
are.
No,
Did you do your baseball stretch too while you played the tuba?
I held sousaphones all day long, bro. You don't have to worry, bro.
He's got some strong traps.
Bruh.
He's also a boxer.
Oh, I forget that.
we won't go into that. But anyway.
We might. We got 2 hours to fucking fill. Let's talk.
All right, that's fine. But anyway, I just took up bass because I knew that I couldn't be better than my dad, and he's badass. Plus, playing bass and playing with him, I could learn from him
Right.
with whatever he was playing. So my first days of playing bass, I was in a youth church worship band that we played for the youth in the church. And on top of that, my dad was teaching me. I was playing with my dad as well. So it was both of those two things that got me into bass, and like, hey, I actually kind of like this because I was a tuba player and stuff like that anyway. So
So you're used to bass.
I was
Whoa.
bass clef all the way, dog.
Yeah, bro.
I got it tattooed on my body. But anyway,
Me too, dude. Yeah, boy.
but yeah.
Fuck
And then
you,
from-
Justin,
and then
you
from then
bitch
on-
ass.
But then from
I got flowers.
yeah, but from then on, I just pursued bass. I played a lot of punk music, a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Hell yeah.
Incubus at the very beginning.
Well, Flea is an obvious
and then my
influence.
dad goes, "Hey, check this out." Knowing my dad, the musician, it was 2112.
Nice.
That changed the way I played bass for forever. Like after hearing that album, even the B sides, the Twilight Zone, and all those other songs on the B side, other than 2112, absolutely incredible. It changed everything. The way that I looked at bass, and then of course
song structure and all that kind of stuff.
and then of course my dad showed me the Who and Pink Floyd
Oh, yeah.
and Queen. Those were the main bands growing up
Yeah.
that he showed me, and that's what really anchored me down to how bass playing should be done.
Stylistically.
Yeah, Earl's
Right.
also the first person to ever show me how really good Billy Sheehan is.
Who's that?
Oh,
He played bass for Mr. Big.
Yes, Billy.
And I wanna
He has-
want to be with you.
Did he make your list, Earl?
And no, he did not. He's an honorable mention, but he has
Earl has a list.
Oh, has a list.
He has scallop frets. Okay,
Mm.
his Yamaha bass has scallop frets.
On
What does that
purpose, or
mean?
did he do it just playing it so long?
Scallop frets mean no. It's scallop frets. It's scallop
On purpose.
frets made on purpose. He uses a maple wood neck.
Okay.
So a scallop fret is so say you have a 4-string bass. On the wood, on like the 12th fret, it'll go two wires, and then it scallops on the other two.
It's basically
strings.
carved out. It's
Yeah,
like it's deeper.
carved out. It's scalloped.
So your
There's
finger
a
doesn't
little
actually
part.
hit the fretboard. Typically,
So-
it'll go just. There's basically dead space between your finger and the fretboard.
And you can do extra bends. You can do extra taps. You can do extra harmonics. You could do a lot of different things.
There's a lot of
with it.
upside and some down for it. It's a preference thing.
Still don't. I
He
can't see it.
He plays
so I'll look
Yamaha.
at it up one
Oh my
day.
god!
All right.
Hold on, I got the thing. We got to start using this more. Justin's like, I'm faster at googling shit.
I bet he's already
Scal
done.
oped potatoes frets. Man, I don't fucking know what I'm trying to say. Eat shit. Here you.
No,
butt.
I was just taken back to potato.
Yeah,
Look.
There you go.
They're like U-shaped scoops.
Convex.
Yeah, Kanye.
Is that concave?
That'd be concave. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, convex is
real.
over. Yeah.
Dyslexia. I can't remember. They're both cons.
Wait, you're blaming your ignorance on dyslexia?
Yeah, I get them mixed up. That's what I'm saying.
Don't worry. I'm sure I'm going to use dyslexia.
Is
at
that
some point in time
dyslexia?
tonight.
I don't think that's. Is that dyslexia? I don't think that's dyslexia. I think you're just making shit up. Oh my god.
Dyslexia is when you get things backwards, man.
Okay, but it's words, not meanings of words. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
Definition dyslexia.
Definition dyslexia.
Defalexia.
Defalexia. Boom. Todd has defalexia. Sorry, y'all. My brain is fucking shit fire today. Woo.
I love
I've
it.
had a very long weekend, and it shows. Man.
Anyways,
What?
where
you want to talk
where
now?
were you at?
Well, he
No,
was
I'm going
talking
back to
about how
him. I'm just going back to him, so you're not making fun of me the whole time. There's got
I
to be
barely made fun of you.
there's got to be spurts of you making fun of me. Okay,
Okay, fine.
There's later on, I'm going to say something else
Okay,
stupid, and you'll
we'll
be
get
able
back
to
to
laugh.
how Earl's better than all of us.
Okay, Earl's a fucking amazing musician. Makes me feel like shit every time I play. Because I think about every time that Earl could play the song, probably better.
Oh, shut.
But you did like invent like this weird standard. Like you were so fucking good, and I hate to keep coming back to that, but you really are so fucking good that we have this wall that's never been breached. As far as like who we've gotten since you, and it's just like, damn. You set such a fucking like your standards are so high. I don't know how to say that properly. Like your standards are so fucking high that like you made us here, and then we had to be as good as you, and then you bounced, and then now we're still trying to like be that good, but you're not there.
But the other side of that was also like I don't think we've had a relationship with we haven't had a friendship with someone in the band that's as strong as the one that we had with Earl as well.
Mhm.
Or
So, like-
admirable, like I have like
massive respect.
Yeah,
and
massive
admiration.
respect for the musician, right?
Well, I mean, like it's that, but also the fact that he was this good of a musician and still was friends with us. You know, like he would still walk up and be like, "Hey, man, what's up?"
Right.
You know, or like I remember when we were in Bossier City and we left that show because that dude was a jerk. No one questioned it.
No.
Earl did this thing where like this dude's pissing me off. I'm leaving because he's a shitty person. We're like, all right, great, because like we know for a fact that he would have done that for any one of us.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
like other people that have joined this band later, I've been like, you can go sit in the car or something, you know. But there
Yeah,
was
right.
this like, there was this strong like,
We'll just dual chain your signal.
whatever
and-
you say, man, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Plus, we had a better show at a skate park later that night.
Yeah.
It was
No, but
badass.
Legendary.
Well, that was just one of those things that was meant to happen, man.
yeah, but like that's what I'm saying is like because we had that connection of like not only do I give a shit on like that I'm not good enough for what Earl's standards are, we still had this like he was consistently like, hey, how can I come alongside you? And make
Well,
you
and
better?
something else I missed too, man. And just to harp on that, like just to jump off that part, where like when we would be at a show and say we're playing with like a band we haven't played before, or it was a bigger band, I actually do miss this. Earl would come up to any one of us and nerd out on like that bass rig or like
on the gear.
Yeah, look at what this guy's pedal board looks like. Like me personally, since I'm sort of a gearhead, like I love gear, but not to the extent Earl loves gear. But like me and Earl
also
always
worked operations at Guitar Center too,
Right.
I knew all the gear at that time.
But me and Earl would nerd out, and I don't have that much. Like I can show things, and Justin will be like, "Yeah, that's badass," but Justin's just like, "Yeah, line 6 is badass." So I'm like, I mean,
we that should be another 20-minute conversation about how much Earl hated that pedal as much as all of us, because we have harped on that like 4 or 5 times.
so like,
Why am I here again?
I was being nice, Justin. Sorry.
so like, but I miss having like a guy in a band. Somewhat now it's kind of there because like I can show Justin stuff and be like, dude, check this out, and he'd be like, what's it do? And I'll explain it to him. And he'll be like, that's fucking sick. How would we use it? So like, there's some conversation there. But me and you, we could be like,
Good
you'd be
save.
like, dude, he's got this fucking thing, and I'm like, oh my fuck, he has one, and we'll go over there and look at it. Or what about that time we played that show with that drummer and he was teaching us double foot? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Flutterfoot style.
Flutter-footed technique and stuff. And
Old John Bonham.
yes, and I kind of miss having someone like Earl who would notice things and just nerd out and be like, dude, I can't believe he's playing this brand or this pedal. Like, these are boutique. Like, you can't find these.
No, I still do that to this day. I look at a bass player set. I'm like, yeah, he knows his shit.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
I
all right.
see the setup. I'm like, oh yeah, at least he knows.
He just
what
saw
he's
our new
getting.
setup, so what do you think about that?
Oh man, the Ampeg setup, the SVT7, can't go wrong with that. Plus, Corey said that you have a Sans Amp DI before.
Yeah.
That's what I use.
The only thing that I'm going to kind of
the
go off
best-
what you were. Oh, go ahead.
The best sound I've ever had was the Sans Amp
The Rick.
through the Rick.
Oh,
yeah,
my
the
God.
Rick through the
that
Sans
tone
Amp.
was literally perfect.
Legendary tone. It was
It
fucking.
had low end and it had bite at the
dude,
same time. Even if I was on the low, strings,
It was so vintage sounding. It was almost like it didn't belong in a band like what we became. You know?
No, it was one of those things where like everybody knew that this isn't the only thing that guy plays.
Our guitar tone hasn't been right until now.
Yeah.
So that was pure shit, almost more than it wasn't pure shit.
And we love you, Justin.
No,
The playing was not pure shit.
Listen,
The playing
can
was
play.
amazing.
He's amazing guitar player. Fuck his tone.
Amazing music writer, amazing lyricist.
Yes.
Come on now.
But-
Amazing everything that you do except the tone of your
Except for
guitar.
tone and gear.
That's it.
And wrapping cables.
and
and don't even get me fucking started.
and thinking that you can do vocals in one take.
I just grab the cables now. I'm just like, here, no.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
there was one at one of the last shows.
It was the Brewski show.
It was the Brucey show. I did one chord and Corey goes,
Yeah.
just a nod. I looked at Corey. I said, look at what I did. And he goes,
Only 7 years. It only took 7 years.
hold on real quick. I got to get this off my chest. So
okay.
a little bit to go off what you're saying about like not having anyone to nerd out with. To be fair, most bands that we've played with in both My Hands to War and Lame Johnny, there's not anyone really doing something that emulates a style that we both nerd out on. Like they play their part right, they play their part well, but like
You talking about since we've been back?
yeah, but like y'all are saying that y'all could pick up on like a bass player playing a riff, but in a certain style, you'd be like, oh, he's playing it like so and so. Or like if a dude's playing a guitar solo, it'd be like, oh, that's...
one of my favorite moments was when we played with who was that band you were just super into? We played with them a couple
Inhale,
times.
Exhale?
No, those were I forgot we played with them. That band fucking rules or ruled. Mm-hmm. No, it was they played the same acoustic style amp, and you were just like head over heels for the amp setup because we had
Foxy Shazam.
That's it. Foxy
Daisy,
Shazam.
Foxy.
That was one of the nerdiest conversations we ever had, and it was like the idea of tone.
I almost got on stage with them
I know,
to play,
I know.
play one of their songs.
Sick as
It
fuck.
was really
Yeah.
close.
That
The bass player was like, I would let you do it. He goes, I would let you do it, but we're doing it differently than the way the song is. So they were changing it up just a little bit and they had different stops and stuff.
But that's still cool though.
And I was like, dude, okay, that's absolutely fine. If you guys changed it up a little bit, I can't play that. So,
Yeah.
I just remember that
Go
being
for
one
it.
of the nerdiest conversations because,
Is that the show with Dr. Manhattan?
Yes.
yes,
yeah.
we talked about,
Yeah.
we kind of went into like the idea of tone instead of like, well, this guy's got X, Y, and Z. And me and you were like, well, but if you did this or if you have this thing, it sounds like X. And I think it was like an hour-long conversation of nerddom.
I'm a nerd and I make sound to science.
You're a hell of a nerd, dude.
So
that's
you are
way
the
I am.
nerdiest guy I know. Next to Ronnie
What?
Sanford.
the show that I distinctly remember you unintentionally validating Justin was whenever Justin was like, man, this band's amazing. They're the best thing in the entire world. And I was like, God, you say that about everything you're into right now. Like, if it's a new band, you're like, this is so great. And it was Artifacts Pareo. And when they brought their gear on stage, your eyes went like, we're playing
Was that
a
soundstage?
soundstage.
Yeah.
One soundstage.
And it was like, and I remember being like, I remember just being like,
Very good,
okay, well, if Earl's into it, maybe I should watch it. And then I was blown away, and I was like, all right. But I don't think I ever told you that the fact that I was
That makes me feel extra good. Yeah, jackass.
Sure it does.
but
Dude,
like
they're such a good band.
I
They're
did.
so
I did
good.
something
They're
right.
amazing.
But like they brought those like he Earl was the one that told
Their
me
guitar
what
player's
the
gonna master our
orange
album.
cabs had in them.
Yeah.
Like you were like, I was like, dude, I've never seen those black and orange cabs. That doesn't make any sense. What's up with that? Is that a knockoff? He's like, no.
Yeah.
Those are the most like those 2 speakers in that small cab are better than the 8 that we carry around.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fucking light years.
black-
Back then, we were rocking. I pulled the logos off that cabinet because I fucking hated that thing. So no one would know the shame that we were playing through 4x12 crate caps. Like, fuck those cabinets. Fuck those speakers. Fuck everything we had. Fuck that pedal. Fuck that head. Fuck all of that shit. I literally hated every ounce of tone that came out of our guitar cabinets for like, literally the whole time until like maybe towards the end. And what's his fucking name? Derek had that. Was it Hughes and Kettner?
Yeah.
He had a Hughes and Kettner all tube head. Sounded fucking awesome.
Yeah, that thing sounded great.
Yeah.
Well, it's tube.
Well, it was all tube too, which was really nice and a nice partnership to our solid state heads that, you know, and fucking shit's expensive, man.
Oh,
it's hard to afford
absolutely.
good shit.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, I
What
would
were
love
we
to have
pl-
a record bucker again, but it's going to cost me at least
Oh, you ain't gonna
$2,000.
So listen, you ain't gonna get that deal again, dude.
I know.
So, well, I remember for a while we were using that
I wish you
PV.
just sold it to me.
That PV.
It's in a studio in San Diego, so it's
Oh,
getting its-
fuck yeah.
so it's getting its work in.
Hell yeah.
Well,
I had to ship
appreciate
it.
that.
I had to ship it to San Diego to a studio.
That's awesome.
How much did that
It,
cost?
it was sad to see it go, but I'm like, you're gonna do good things.
Yeah. Dude, that's tight. Do you know
It
the name of
records
it?
only Katy Perry songs.
Well, you know, I don't have any control over that. So.
Hey, can I get some royalties on that bass that was playing on that Katy Perry album? I do remember for a while we still had that crate head with the Ugg Life over it, but I think weren't we using that?
Right, that's how much I hated it. I reskinned the. Oh, that's right, because we put the canvas front on it.
Yep.
That's
and then,
right.
But weren't we
And
using?
that floral, like cloth shit on the sides. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think we weren't we were using
Nah,
the.
you broke that cab.
oh
This
yeah.
is after
No.
that.
Yeah. No, I think
Dude,
we were.
what the fuck were you playing?
I think what like guitar wise.
No, like amp wise. What the fuck amp?
No,
were
I
we
mean,
using?
well, I mean, I used that crate for a long
a
time.
long fucking time
You
until
did.
you broke it.
Yeah, and then I remember playing through the PV Windsor.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what we ended
60
on.
pound
was the
bitch.
Windsor.
Windsor.
That's a hidden gem, bro. That
Dude.
Windsor's a dope ass amp.
And that thing's still at DJ's.
It has it's in my fucking
Oh.
shed. It's got a tube preamp. It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's on the shelf. I can take you right to
Oh,
it.
okay. You're right. Sorry.
But DJ doesn't know this, but
as you usually are.
it's soon to be at DJ's. He doesn't know that, but that's fine.
TJ, if you're listening, happy birthday.
I doubt he's listening. Is his birthday today?
No, his birthday's in like August.
Oh.
Don't you pull that shit on
Fuck
me.
you.
I was
Earl.
like, oh shit, did I not text a friend a birthday? Damn.
Nope, it's Miss Mama Cole's birthday tomorrow.
Fuck you.
60,
Really?
64. Nintendo 64.
Yeah, I'll text her.
Okay. You have her
Fuck
number?
I think so. I should.
I mean, if not, I'll give you mom and dad's number that way in February if you want to text dad. Be like, hey, you fucker.
I have one of theirs numbers, I thought.
I'll message her tomorrow. That'd be cool.
She will greatly appreciate that.
I shall Facebooketh. Thou 64th
Mother of Justin.
Dude, yeah.
Facebook
There is
Messenger.
seldom a set of parents that are fucking as memorable as yours. And yet you're such a letdown.
I might have shit tone, but I don't have shit parents. And fuck you, Corey. I'm going to cry.
I think you have to put a positive annotation on that memorable.
No, Corey, you know.
That is positive.
No,
What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying that like there are more memorable parents in the world that aren't as good as his. That's what I'm saying. Like there's a really shitty version.
Justin's
of
parents are
memorable
amazing.
parents.
They make me potato soup anytime I'm in town, and it's the shit.
Oh, man.
Potato
Yeah,
soup.
Dude, you could drink it. She literally makes like a little bit for the family. I get a whole.
Is it
whole
like
pot.
cheese, sour cream?
It's the whole shit, dude.
Yeah, so it's like a loaded baked potato.
It's like
soup.
drinking a baked potato.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
Like Corey was like, he's
that's
like,
good shit.
He's like, yeah, I'll try some potato soup. And he took a sip and he just goes,
I literally, no lie, I made sure everyone, I was like, did you get enough? Did you get enough? And I took the entire giant bowl and I
Pot, yeah.
sat it in front of me.
Yeah.
And I just ate. And
Every
ate
single
like
time.
a fat piece of shit glutton. I just ate. I ate the whole bowl. I'm not lying. And when I say whole bowl, I mean those big silver ones you buy at like fucking Kroger for baking. I ate the whole bowl. And his mom was like, "Oh my God."
did you get enough to eat?
And ever since, dude, literally ever since, if I'm coming to the house, part of my payment for doing their flooring was fucking potato soup.
Hey, man.
A good meal.
I'm not even mad.
I fucking love the Coles, man.
Yeah.
Sadly, all of them.
Was that about Josh or Justin?
Both.
Don't worry about it.
That is
Old Jolt Magnum.
My brother doesn't listen to this fucking podcast anyways.
He might. He's got a lot of long nights.
That sounded weird.
No, he's a police officer
Yeah, no, but still.
in Perryville.
When you
he
said,
ain't
could you say
doing
long
shit.
like that again? Long nights.
I'm Southern, bro.
La.
Have you heard me sing? It's kind of a little Southern inflection in there.
Yeah, man.
Just because you're yelling
Just a
doesn't mean
little
it's Southern.
I say words like yellow-bellied and snake-eyed and what's another one?
Are you just quoting a Clint Eastwood movie right now?
No, he's quoting.
No, I'm literally quoting Lame Johnny lyrics.
Yeah.
There's a snake in my boots.
Although in Mouth Brothers he does say indoctrinated idiot, and I love that line.
I do.
So fucking
There's
much.
something in the water. Indoctrinated idiots.
Your glasses look stupid.
Yeah, you look stupid. Fuck
Trying
you,
to
Todd.
make it-
You look dumber than my tone sounded.
Let's all shit on Todd.
Boom.
I disagree with only Justin's
Yeah,
statement.
that actually probably is false. He is the pretty one in the whole room.
Regardless of whether or not I'm wearing my glasses.
Ugly. I said he looks.
Regardless, if my glasses are just a little bit funny, it's still better than your tone.
Disclaimer. Everybody that's listening to this podcast, this is what I dealt with all the time when we were in.
And this is why it was like, my Felicia.
So,
Earl left because my tone
loves
sucked.
you.
There's probably some truth to part of that.
Do we want to get into that?
He
Earl?
said these guys
Do we
aren't going to
wanna-
get their
do we
shit
wanna
together.
Talk about like the
Your
eventual
your exit.
departure of what your decisions were, and
Because it was.
We never
hell-
got Earl's part of that for the story. Yeah, dude. Fucking
Yeah,
shut
well,
away.
I mean,
No.
your departure for the man was hella amicable.
I know, and I, on that day that I had to tell you guys that I was brokenhearted.
Well, yeah.
dude, literally, like your
But
your departure is the reason everything after that band
I know.
happened.
Yeah.
And what I was doing was that there was an opening to become an operations manager at Guitar Center.
Yep.
And Todd, you've gone to store manager, and
Yep.
you've gone into that stuff. But unfortunately, the way my schedule ended up with work, it wouldn't work out with the band, and that's where I didn't want to slow you guys down, because at that time, My Hands to War was rolling.
Oh, dude, we were playing.
We were rolling so hard and everything, and I didn't want to stop that. So it wasn't a selfish reason why I left the band.
I never thought
did you
that at
know
all.
that? Because he says he didn't know, but did you know that there were record companies that were like wanting to sign us? Did we ever tell you that? Because me and Corey knew.
Man, that was so long ago. I'm not exactly sure. I think you said that there was talk about it, but I didn't know that there was. Like,
Yeah, I still
officially.
don't know that story.
But
So y'all can talk about my
but
shitty
the point
tone all
was-
day.
The point was why I left the band is the point was why I left the band was for me, it was selfish, sure, because I was trying to get my shit underneath me before I fell, because if that would have happened, I would have had to gone back to Cabot and gone away, and it had been super hard for us to practice even after the fact.
Yeah.
No, it made total sense, man.
So what I was doing was I was letting the ball roll, and I'm saying, I'm sorry, I have to leave. And that was one of the hardest things in life I've ever had to do, honestly.
I'll never forget the conversation, man. I'll never forget it.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to sit all y'all down and tell you guys all at the exact same time.
But at the same...
And honestly, whenever I made that decision, it was literally the day before.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that raw on me. So
Right.
so I was a little bit upset also.
Yeah.
You
But
know that
you
it's like-
still,
it's-
but you still did. No, I've been in so many bands and with so many people, and you still
did it a real
you
man's
bowed
way.
out the best I've ever experienced, and as like a personal.
Yeah, I didn't do
experience.
no call, no shows, nothing like that. I
You
wanted to be
didn't text.
upfront with, because I was
Right.
upset that I would have to leave.
Yeah. So
I was super upset because what we had going on at that particular time, was so good and so natural, and everything about it, like, it was so good.
But in the same hand, it is weird how things like that work, because the anger that we felt, not towards you, but after that experience of like,
The frustration,
Yeah,
of
of-
everything.
well, you know, now it's uncertain. Are we even a fucking band? Like, literally, you left, and then the other person left.
it was Dustin.
No,
Dustin left right before him, and then
yeah, oh, okay, and we just like, fuck,
Yeah.
like, and then there's the fucking anger demons start
Well,
seeping in.
so it's
But
like
honestly, y'all's music after me is still fucking good.
Yeah.
I loved
So-
the song.
Well, that's when the aggression came in.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
when
I
the really
mean, and
pissed
I
off
could-
shit happened.
I heard that, and yeah, absolutely. And it made me happy that you guys kept on going after me, because again, with My Hands to War, this is the way the My Hands to War philosophy is. We're all in it together.
yeah,
Yeah.
So if somebody leaves, we're still all in it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still a member.
And
yeah, that's I mean,
and even after I left, I had total absolute confidence that you guys would fucking keep on that trajectory, and you would be absolutely fine.
your
Like,
name literally comes up more than our own.
Yeah.
Like when we have conversations, we almost always go to, "Hey, you guys remember that time we were good and Earl was in the band?"
So that exact sentence has been said so many times.
I want to rewind just a second,
man.
because I feel like Earl's face was like surprised that, like we said, we didn't have that. We all knew why you had to step away, and none of us were mad at you that you stepped away.
No,
like
never.
not the least bit.
I
And you
tried to
still-
make it. I tried to make
Yeah.
it at least.
like we knew that,
understanding.
but we recorded a podcast of the history of My Hands to War.
You're one of the only people I've never been mad at.
Yeah. He's been really mad at me.
Oh,
See,
I've been deathly mad at Todd. And I've been almost physically mad at Justin.
Oh yeah, that time you punched a door, that was physical.
That dent's still there. I need to Bondo that. You got any Bondo?
Clip that.
No, I have a face that you could have punched instead.
Would never do that. I would never do that.
I would never
do that.
Fuck you.
It was scary.
What did I
okay?
do?
It was scary.
Now
No.
none of us in here would ever punch each other in the
Never.
face. Come on now.
I'd hit him
I
in
wouldn't
the
punch you.
nuts.
I wouldn't punch you. He thinks I would, but I wouldn't.
Well,
I
we're
thought he
not
was
talking about
lying.
nuts
In my
to the
defense,
face.
I thought he was lying to me. It was justifiable.
Yeah.
It was justifiable.
But then we talked it out after he screamed at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
I only screamed at him
anyways,
because I thought he was lying
It
to
was
me.
terrifying.
I wanted to affirm, Earl, that no one a part of this has ever been mad at you.
No.
Like not the least bit. Like we missed you.
Oh,
and
like a motherfucker.
I missed y'all too.
But like there's not been a single time we were like, fuck that dude. Because I never once said that. I was like, and one of the things that I have to say on a regular basis for work, the reason why I'm able to say it is because of that day of like, I am never going to get mad at anyone in my entire life for making a decision that is better for them and their family.
Mm-hmm.
And like the reason why I can say that and be true and honest about it is because of that day. Whenever like it really sucked when you know that like if this dude walks away, everything that we've ever done is questioned. You know, like you know what I mean? Like that was a thing that happened, but in the same way, like I'm not ever going to be mad at you for doing what you have to do. Now, how you did it, I wish I would have emulated that 2 years later whenever I did it. Or 3 years later, or however what it was. But it was
Yeah.
that thing of just like
Real quick interject. It's never easy to leave a thing that you've been building up with your friends for so long.
It wasn't just friends, man. It was family.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we were family.
Yeah.
Like we would do anything for each other.
Yeah.
Type thing.
I was about to say, like, honestly, even where life has us now, where the rest of us are, we still have band practice and the occasional hangout. We're not always able to see you, and you're not always able to see us. Our schedules are so different, but that doesn't change the fact that, like, if there's anything you need from me and vice versa, no questions.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I if any of y'all ever was like, hey, I'm stuck here, or my car broke down, I can't get a hold of anybody. I need a place to stay for the night or something.
that happened.
Just
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Or I'll come help you. I'll go get you.
Right, and plus you're back at the same house, which is it's so familiar. Like that place is that I could drive there in my fucking sleep.
How many My Hands to Work practices do we have in that garage and ruined our ears?
Oh God,
Jesus.
Well, not only that, but
Dude, quite literally, one of my favorite drumming pictures ever is in your garage.
Really?
Yeah. I keep it around, I keep it from not getting deleted.
Did you try to do the first practice in the little room on the inside of the garage?
Yes.
the downstairs room.
And then we decided we had to. That's the only part that sucked about practicing that garage. We had to practice and then pack it all down. And then I was like, I remember this. I remember how this went. It was practicing at Earl's because Justin's was too far. Now most of us lived in Little Rock area, so let's all meet centrally. Earl's is a logical location. Let's all practice there. And then I was like, I've got this shed that's just I was doing woodwork in my shed, like refinishing furniture. I was like, I have this shed, and then we bounced over to my place because here we can just leave it all set up. Whereas at Earl's, I remember like
we
every practice
we had one time the cops called on us, but however, we were effing smart. And we got done with practice before 8 o'clock, even though the noise ordinance was 9 o'clock. But our neighbors had a little kid that they were trying to put to sleep early. As a dad now, I understand that. But they called the cops on us, and cops came up to the front door, and I was like, they were like, yeah, we got to call on noise. I was like, oh, we've already packed up and everything.
Yeah,
we're done with everything. And they're like, okay, we're just responding to the call. Have a good night. And I was like, okay.
But was
awesome.
there also a time that the two officers came to the backside, like near the garage where we loaded, and they like stayed and hung out and listened to us play?
Yes. Yes.
At least once.
That happened one time. Yes.
Well,
they
we were
did.
practicing 2 times a week then, and that was the issue of like packing up, packing down.
Because
of,
it
like,
was everything.
yeah,
I had to take my drums home.
yeah,
I couldn't leave them.
yeah.
And back then, my drum set was fucking stupid.
Yeah, you had to bring your whole trailer for that.
Yeah. Like, it was ridiculous. So I'd show up with my trailer with my drums in it. Then Sid would have to bring his gear. Earl's gear was already at the house. Todd, you clearly just have a microphone.
I brought the PA.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I don't remember that. Justin, I would have Justin's gear too. That's right. I would have the amp also. Drum set and amp. That's why I had to bring the trailer.
I've gotten by so far on other people's shit. I'm an asshole.
Still.
I'm an asshole.
Still. Did you call Guitar Center?
I haven't.
You're such a faggot.
Don't you work there?
Yes.
Well, it has
Fucking
nothing.
yes!
It has nothing to do with calling Guitar Center. I have to call like a helpline. Just all I have to do is call and be like, "Hey, I've got this cymbal that's broken. I'm under warranty." They'll ask me for my employee ID number.
Keyword there. All I have to do. How long's it been? How long's it been?
Seems like a common
long's it
denominator of
been?
2 people here.
Oh no.
I was gonna say, Justin, if you have any problems, let me know.
No, I'm just lazy.
He's just lazy.
I will throw a punch at Oz.
No.
No, it has nothing to do with Oz. It's literally
They don't.
me.
They switch warranty companies. So now you just call them. They send you a brand new one. He can't even do that. I'm blocking my beer with his face.
Blocking my face with your beer.
Yes.
Dyslexia
Shut up.
information. Whatever you
Shut up. I'm just drunk. You're just an idiot.
So they switch warranty companies
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not the first time.
You
I've seen
do-
it happen twice
Hey, Earl,
while I was working there.
you do know they'll be out of business next year, right?
Hey,
We'll see.
No, that's truth.
They'll probably end up being bought out.
They're $2 billion in debt, bro. It's too far. Yeah, they're in the lowest credit consumer bracket you can be in, and they're $2 billion in debt.
But it's one of the only trusted musicians.
Sweetwater, bitch. Nope, they're gonna take over the world. Let's get into it. Fuck everything. Let's get into this.
How drunk are you, man?
Let's argue.
I'm pretty sure that's Sweetwater in the Sweetwater part of musicians
Friend.
musicians friend, which is a
owned
part
by
of
Guitar Center, which
Guitar
is owned
Center.
by Best Buy,
Yes.
who is shutting like 50 stores down.
Yes.
Yeah,
Cutting out the bottom line.
they're gone. It's like Yum Yum Foods. They own everything.
What?
Yum Yum Foods. Yeah.
Jesus, I have
Hey, Earl, I have a question for you.
Baby creeping.
Corey said that on a later date, we were going to do a Pixar podcast.
Oh God! Well, because you wanted to.
Because I want to. I don't know how much you are into Pixar, but I am super into it.
Yeah, we could do trivia any day on Pixar.
I am excited. I don't need to know about Yum Yum brands.
Wow, this podcast went way downhill.
Hey, what do you want to talk about now, Corey? Let's talk about Earl.
You want to talk about basses?
I do. That's the whole reason you're here, bro.
Just to talk about.
Do you play bass? I thought it was dulcimer. This whole fucking time.
You know,
Actually,
everyone
don't-
at this table is
Doesn't your
me.
mom play dulcimer or some weird
true.
shit?
No.
There's another friend. I
No,
have a
she
shit
plays
memory.
banjo. I had a dulcimer. Didn't play it.
Dulcimer was around on my mom's side of the family, but it wasn't.
Okay,
It
let's
was
get to
just-
the bass thing. This is boring. Let's get to the bass thing.
Whatever. All right.
Wait, are we ranking bassists?
No, Earl brought a list.
Yeah,
I figured
brought
if
a
anybody
list.
knows who fucking good at bass, let's,
Well, I have my top 10 most influential bass players,
Wooten.
Why?
and then I have honorable mentions.
He's an honorable mention.
No. Let him read the list. The only thing I know so far about the list is that Billy Sheehan.
would you let the man speak?
Hang on, let me get to my 10 because you're forgetting somebody before Victor
Geddy Lee.
Wooten. No, for Victor Wooten, no. All right, so number 10, I have John Mayung.
From?
Dream
Okay.
Theater. Number 9, Paul McCartney,
Okay.
which everybody knows who
Solid.
he is.
Yeah.
8, Steve Harris, Iron Maiden.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote
Yep.
almost 90% of their songs.
So he was the Justin of Iron Maiden.
He's
Lick
ridiculous.
the backside of my ball sack. Or something like that. Go.
So
continue.
my numbers if I say a number that you don't think is going to be correct, I think you're going to be surprised. Number 7 is Les Claypool.
Uh-huh.
For you?
I figured that'd be a little bit higher, but
I did.
yeah.
I figured.
I
feel
figured
like
John
you'd be
Young
like
would be
5
higher.
or 4, man.
Yeah, I would have put Claypool at
Okay,
4.
keep going. Keep going.
Number 6, Larry Graham, Sly and the Family Stone.
Nice.
Okay.
There would be no Victor Wooten
Without
if it
Larry
wasn't
Graham.
for him.
Oh, I remember who's going to be his number 1.
Yep. Number 5, you're going to be surprised. Getty.
Really?
That's so low, man.
That is
We're
surprising.
talking about most influential bass
Okay.
players. I listen to my honorable mentions too. So
Okay.
number 4, Chris Squire. Yes, I put Chris Squire before Getty because Chris Squire is the most counter melodic bass player you will ever find on the face of this earth. Like,
You could have
Okay,
said. You could have
okay.
also said this planet.
yeah, right.
This or
Either
any
way,
Earth.
It's
Yeah,
synonymous.
Justin.
All right. Synonymous. All right. Number 3, John Paul Jones.
Okay. Okay.
Number 2, because of the jazz part of me, Jack Bruce,
Okay.
Cream.
Yep.
And then number 1, can you guys guess my number 1?
Promise.
No, he already. He was
said
at
Les Claypool.
I'm giving you a hard time.
I'm gonna say Flea.
Victor Wooten.
I literally don't know.
If it's not Flea, or
You've
Victor-
already said who I thought was number 1, so
It's Victor Wooten. It's the only reason that Earl listened to Dave Matthews. is
it's
Victor
me,
Wooten.
isn't it?
No, Victor Wooten's is what's his name? Not Victor Wooten's. Dave Matthews is
No, Victor Wooten.
Yamaha. No, he didn't play all the time. It's his
No, he only filled in for like 2 tours, and you watched
Right.
those videos. That's what I'm saying. Like that's the only reason why you.
No.
All right.
Number
Ready?
More
Ready?
minds.
I'm gonna hold you guys out.
All right, now are you gonna do your honorable mentions now?
What are the honorable
Earl's
mentions, Earl?
honorable mentions. Mentions.
Oh,
mentions.
okay. I'll do my honorable
Mentions.
mentions.
Oh my God!
Mentions. Mentions.
No,
Stop.
My number 1, John Entwistle.
Oh, from the Who. Yeah. Okay.
He actually defines the way that I play bass. Like ever since I heard him play bass, especially if you ever heard him live,
That actually
would-
is surprising.
he would do things in the studio for the composition of the song,
Right.
and then live, that's when he would go crazy. And I always did that for My Hands to War.
Yes, you did.
as well. I would write a solid bass track for whatever we needed to play, and then when it became live, that's when it was fun time.
That's when it was wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun time.
That makes sense. I'm surprised that Victor Wooten isn't on your top 10.
I am pretty surprised.
It was hard to decide John Mayung or Victor Wooten.
S10.
Yes, because they were both really, really influential to me. Absolutely.
So who's on your honorable mention list though?
Honorable mentions are Flea, of course. A little not well-known bass player, but you guys will know him. Jesse Keeler from Death from Above.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He is an amazing. How he did Death from Above with a drum and bass player and do melody and rhythm at the same time, and they got that. They were that special between each other. Absolutely amazing. Like absolutely amazing.
I like it.
Jimbo Wallace from Reverend Horton Heat.
Yep.
Jimbo. Old
That
Jimbo.
one's awesome.
That
Pino Palladino. The John Mayer Trio.
What about Fieldy from Korn?
Pino Pal.
That's someone you know. I never knew John Mayer had.
No, I love his tone. There's a lot of good things about him.
Right.
He wasn't an honorable mention, but yes,
He does have
Fieldy.
Reginald is his real name.
Yeah.
He's new.
Yep. Fieldy is a really, really good bass player, and he filled
really
out
is.
the role in Korn. He made Korn the percussion sounding with the drums.
Yeah,
The way it
yeah,
is.
I do agree.
So
I was just making a joke, but great
What about-
observation.
That man.
yeah, that one.
Okay, I've never heard them before.
Okay. Jimbo Wallace from Reverend Horton Heat. Already mentioned that. Pino Palladino. He's the bass player for the John Mayer Trio. A bunch of other brands. He's a session bass player. He also, when John Entwistle died from the Who, they asked Pino Palladino to fill in his part.
That's tight.
Like, he's so good. Of course, Justin Chancellor of Tool. I mean, come on.
That makes sense.
I mean, that's right up my alley too. That's an honorable mention. And also Michael League of Snarky Puppy. Michael League, he runs that band and he's a bass player. Like, he writes the music. It's insane.
If we're gonna fucking talk about Snarky Puppy, we have to talk about the best fucking song in the world, Lingus. That keyboard solo in the middle is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
When you're making the other members of your 20 plus member band wig out while you're playing like they're like the other keyboard player is shaking his head.
Wait a second. This band
No
has
one-
two keyboards.
No
Yes.
one listening
Yeah,
to this.
One guy plays rhythm and then the other guy's more like a Korg analog.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Sounding
No one listening
person.
to this know who the fuck that is. So, who the fuck is Snarky Puppy?
Dude, watch the video of Lingus and you'll just fucking.
Did you
get
say
it.
20 members?
Did anybody?
Let me take a step back. Snarky Puppy is it's a conglomerate of musicians. When they go on tour, they change musicians, but the music stays the same because the bass player wrote the initial thing, and then they jam like Jared Ives was here last week.
Yes.
And they do a jam band like that.
Yes.
Consider that the exact same thing that they do, but they're a little bit more jazz minded
What the fuck?
instead of rock. Yes.
So, did anybody from Muse? Did the bassist from Muse not make your list? Because that
Matt
was one of
Bellamy.
your favorite bands.
Oh,
no.
Westholm? Yeah, he would be in my honorable mentions too, and but
Like, I figured Dream Theater was going to be up there because I remember,
I cannot believe I did not make your list in Truth Farm.
or
I was-
Justin make your list in Hot Mess.
I'm sorry.
In Hot Mess. I mean,
I'm sorry.
oh my God.
I just want to throw up my my list, and that's Earl Stracener of My Hands to
It's a war. Yeah. Top one.
Yeah, that's the only one that ever mattered for me.
I was giving you the basis that made me the basis that I am. That's
I know. I'm just saying that my
What about
top one.
Sam Rivers?
Who's that?
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit. He had LEDs in his
He
fretboard.
really did.
oh, that makes you better.
He did.
I miss Earl.
He did compliment John Otto, who, fuck you, is a good drummer. He's a good drummer.
He is good.
He's a hip hop drummer. He's phenomenal. Fuck you, Todd. I haven't said it yet.
I'm actually kind of sad that you didn't say Wolf from the Chariot as far as like the only guy that you had
Performance.
ever seen stage
Right.
performance. Like, he didn't really play his bass. I'm not sure. I don't even know what the sound was that I heard from any instrument other than the drummer. But like, I've never seen anybody go that ham.
No, yeah.
That band is a great
Wolf-
example of when drums are the band. They were a percussive band. I think that's why Chariot was so undeniably like, why do I like this? Like, this is just fucking noise. It's because it's percussion and people love percussion.
I will say that Wolf is a great stage performer, but what I was talking about with my list was just influential on me playing bass.
Ooh,
didn't you
on the
like-
spot, performance bassist, go.
Top five.
Didn't you see early As Cities Burn? Didn't you like Pascal?
Pascal, bro.
Yeah. He's one of my top. The bass player of Foxy, the bass player
Daisy.
of the Chariot,
Wolf.
Um,
Daisy, Wolf, Pascal.
Yeah.
One name fuckers.
I'm going to go a little bit old school, even though his bass playing wasn't the most amazing bass playing, but Michael Anthony of Van Halen,
Yeah, bro.
his stage presence
Yeah, I can
was
agree with that.
absolutely insane.
That dude could hold it down.
And then one more,
Yup. We got 3 new and 1 old. What's it gonna be?
I'm gonna have to go a little bit old, not as old as Michael Anthony, but Trujillo.
Oh,
Okay.
fair. Okay. I like that.
I like that.
Who's that?
Those.
Why are you fucking kidding me?
Yes. No, I'm not kidding.
He used to play bass for Suicidal Tendencies. Now he's the bassist of Metallica.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I have seen that guy.
How you can squat for 2 hours?
I
while you
watched
play,
him. I
while you
literally-
play bass
Three.
and throw down.
Corey has a question for the
and
class.
throw down like that.
I
That's
watched
insane.
him in St. Louis almost knock out Kirk Hammett. Okay, there's not too many times when you hear an audible from a crowd. That was one of those fucking times. He was doing this, what they call it a cyclone. You spin around with your instrument. I don't know if most people think of like it's not a what's the
ballerina.
No, where you
It's
throw
not
it
that
over your
thing
back.
where you
Yeah.
throw the
No, that's
guitar
a
over.
ballerina.
Yeah, okay, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's where you just spin around in a circle. Well, he's doing that, and Kirk is running towards him, playing a solo at the same time. They're not watching each other. Dude, I'm talking inches. You couldn't have measured the fucking space between that bass and his head.
64,000 people.
Yeah,
Were we
literally,
all
dude.
at the show where the keyboardist of Devil Wears Prada knocked himself
Yes,
Yeah.
I think
I was not
yeah.
at that show.
I was there. I
You
was
were there,
front
though, weren't
fucking.
you?
I
That
was
was-
right on the side.
That was
stage.
like y'all.
out. Yeah, there was
one
no
of yours and
audible,
Kate-
huh? It was just like, what happened to that guy?
Well, we knew. Those working knew his head was bleeding.
Well,
Were you at that show with Maylene?
It
was, wasn't it? Devil Wears Prada and Maylene? It was at it was at Juanita's
that was
whenever
our
it was still on Main Street.
Yep, I was there.
That was my first date with my now wife.
Nice.
Yeah. There's actually footage of me on YouTube talking to Dallas because I actually knew
there is.
Dallas back in the day.
Yeah, me too.
Not anymore, but-
I knew Dallas. Dallas and I hung out, and the drummer, I always called him Teddy because he looked like a teddy bear.
Right.
and yeah, we hung out whenever they came to the village, way
Yeah.
back when.
Hell yeah.
Way back in the day,
What is
brother.
mine in the quarter of time? I don't know the words.
That's the best band that nobody likes. Fuck y'all. Maylene's a shit.
I
Thank
wasn't
you,
going to
Phoebe,
say
for
anything.
I like
that.
You, fuck you. You're
You're
cool. And fuck everything. Close. Fuck this podcast. End it, Earl. Hit the space bar. No, I'm just kidding.
Dang.
I don't know what to do.
What do
with
we
my
want to talk
hands.
about right now?
We've been going forever.
Wicked.
Talk
So
about
what are you
whatever we
guys
want.
watching on Netflix?
Oh God!
All right, push space
Nothing.
bar.
I'm watching Workaholics on Hulu, and it's fucking. I mean, it's funny, but it's just like one of those things where I'm so busy with
got-
the bullshit I've got going.
That you don't
can't
want to
enjoy
be
it.
committed to something where it's like,
well, because somebody told me about like all these new shows, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get there, bro. But not
that's
right
my
now.
relationship with Scrubs. I've never actually seen all of it. I just like
I've seen every episode.
Same.
It's amazing.
walk in,
It
turn
is.
it on. It's great.
It
Side
is one of
noise.
the best television things ever written. Fuck you. That show's
Everything
amazing.
comes down to poo.
Have you guys seen the Ballad of Buster Scruggs yet? The
I
new
have-
Not
film?
yet, but
I
it's on
haven't
my
yet.
thing. It's on my.
It's on- it's on our
Please,
thing.
please.
What is that?
Please,
What's that thing?
Ballad of Buster Scruggs. It's made by the
List.
Coen Brothers,
Your-
Big
it's your list.
Lebowski,
Oh,
Fargo.
I hate that. What did they used to call it?
It's on Netflix right now.
Q.
Yeah, it used
It's
to,
in my
it
queue.
used to be on. It used to be called your queue. Now it's top picks for.
I thought it was
List.
watch list.
watch
No,
list.
fuck you. The list shit is stupid, man. I feel like anyway. All that aside, let's talk about what's happening.
Tomorrow.
No. Well, yeah, it's tomorrow for us, but this doesn't air till Tuesday.
Tuesday. Oh yeah, so we can talk about it.
We can talk about it. Fuck yeah. This
sick.
is And Earl doesn't even know.
This is bonus. This is
Hey,
a bonus.
Hey, Earl, do you want to know a secret?
Let me.
This is a bonus.
Okay,
pod.
let me.
I'll tell you a secret.
I do want a cigarette.
Give
but
me
it's
my
okay.
goddamn space, Earl.
Hey, Corey.
Classic.
What? You're fucking me.
I was giving you space.
Okay. So, if you want to know my hands to war and all that stuff, this is the most ambitious thing we have done in 2.5 years. What I'm about to say,
And then-
It's bigger than still playing a show after your friend commits suicide.
I'm incredibly inspired.
And then?
I've been working incredibly hard.
And then?
I've been working in line with Stan and Spencer from Go for Gold, Stan from Terminal Nation.
And then?
I fucking hate you.
Anthony Tiernan?
Actually, I want to
RCT.
Stop. No. Stop. I've been talking with management. I've been doing all these things. We. This has been a big undertaking. This started out as a joke on this podcast.
And then?
Okay. So everyone listening maybe already knows we are doing a benefit show completely free. I have every band playing for free. There's no guest list minus wives and girlfriends. And every band is donating every dollar. I have a construction crew coming in for free. I have the carpet donated. I have some of the lumber. I'm getting it cost from other builders. I have so many things in the works right now. I can't even describe them all.
But?
We're rebuilding the stage at Vino's.
And then?
Color design, Go for Gold, My Hands to War, and Terminal Nation for the first time ever in a room together. And we are playing for free, pro bono.
Well,
it's a $10 ticket.
Yeah.
It's $10 to get in. And literally everything is being done
To give back to the stage.
to give back. All of it. Whatever money we raise, that's what goes to the stage. If we raise past what we need, which is around, I did like math plus tax, would be around $1,600. But anything after that goes back into the room. That's PA, that's cables, that's microphones, that's
Lights,
monitors, anything they can stick it to.
To get
That's where it's
bands
going.
into
Yes.
Little Rock and keep the
Yes.
scene going.
Dude, this literally started as a joke. And it has turned into a very real thing.
No, it's super cool.
We have a video dropping tomorrow that I have to finish tonight and send to like 17 fucking people. Farewell Skate Co. is doing a pop-up shop. They're going to sell skateboards.
Jeremy
and
McKell.
promote Jeremy McKell.
Yeah.
So, like, this is insane. This is the most ambitious project I think this band has embarked on in a long time.
Because it means like actually like talking to a community and getting all
It does,
all of the
it does.
community in one spot.
It means talking to a community, but to me, it also being a 34-year-old, it speaks to, I can't do this shit forever. So in a few years, I want to come back to this spot, and maybe I'm not playing what I used to play. Maybe I'm not playing music at all. Maybe I'm just doing this. Maybe I'm doing nothing. But I want to come back, and I want to look, and I want to watch the new crop of people come up and enjoy the fruits of our labor. Like, it's up to us. We have the chance. We've been given the opportunity. Now it's time to, like what the flyer and the everything basically says is, it's time for us to give back. It's time for us to do this. It's time for us to take our talent and get people in the room and sell a bunch of tickets and just do what we're supposed to do. So people 20 years from now still have a chance to do the things that we aspire to do,
Yeah, and with that lineup with My Hands to War and Color and those bands,
Go for Gold and Terminal, it's ridiculous.
Go for Gold
Like,
sold out Vino's on their first show.
Yeah, you guys, that's going to be a really awesome show to come out to for sure.
I mean,
with the whole lineup and everything.
Right.
That's absolutely.
I feel like the
perfect.
lineup, like not even the fact that it's a benefit show for the stage. That lineup alone's a killer lineup, and that's hard to pull together. Those 4 bands to get in the same room.
But
for sure.
let me tell you how much work it took to get the bands. Now everything else has been a fucking clusterfuck.
Yeah.
But on me, you know, I work 50 hours a week. I'm a very busy person. There's a lot of PR going in this. There's a lot of money going in this. There's a lot of back and forth.
Right.
Getting the bands was literally instant. Color design, I didn't even ask. They just texted me and was like, yo, we're in. And I was like, great.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
That's
Sean,
super awesome.
Sean, who was the singer in Annabelle.
Yep.
You know, whoever remembers, but I'm trying to convey to people like this has been a massive undertaking and in only 4 weeks.
Yeah.
It's only been 4 weeks. This was a joke. It started as a funny thing.
That you, me, and Stan were talking about.
Yeah. And then Kurt Lunsford brings the shit up and goes, yeah, that's actually really good. And then somebody, maybe Todd, maybe it was Todd, tells Trey at Vino's, and then Trey comes and talks to me, and he's like, hey, that's a great idea. And then I text Stan, and it's like, oh, well, let's do this thing. And then I go on tour, and when I come back, I'm told, hey, Spencer tells me, this is how convoluted this is. Spencer tells me there's a date held. I mean, we were told about it, and I was like, I've been on tour for a week. I have no idea. And then I text, and he's like, yeah, I've got the 25th. So, guys, the 25th of January, there's going to be Color Design, Go for Gold, My Hands to War, and Terminal Nation. Every single penny goes to
The stage.
that venue.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the venue as in the owner gets the money. This is literally a 100%
Like goes to the building.
to the building. This is our time. This is our chance. This is our movement. We've
Pretty
been
sure their capacity is 325.
well, that depends on if you do standing room in the venue or standing room for the whole building.
Yeah, but like still, that would put us way over
Yeah.
the goal.
It's $10 a person. If you've ever been to a show at Vino's, if you play at Vino's, honestly, this is your time. We can't have every band ever play. So this happened in 4 weeks.
A month. That's
It happened in
crazy.
a month, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. And when you guys leave, I have to bounce this down, and I have to fucking work on a video. Like, that's how fucking soon it is. You're going to see this yesterday. It's Sunday night. At what
Time
is it?
travel.
What time is it?
8 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock. Boom. I have to work on this. I have to get this link sent. Not only do I have to work on this, I have to get it done. I have to get it downloaded. I have to have it sent to at least, I think it's around 15 people now that are going to help with the promotion. And then after tomorrow, I have to design tickets. I have to get it set up to sell tickets. There's so many things involved. People don't understand, but it's going to be amazing. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
The night is going to be magical. My Hands to War is donating their entire light show. We're going to do lights for every band. Every band's going to have a different light show. Our light guy is working for free. Like, dude, it's big. I've got so many things I'm working on, and some of the things I can't even say.
That's super cool.
I want to be just as surprised as everybody else.
Yeah. Like I literally can't say right here because there are things that aren't confirmed that I'm actually still working on.
Boom.
Yeah. So it's like, even when y'all find out the show, y'all have already found out the show's going to happen. There's more to the story. So
I'm actually normally you clue me in on pretty much the inner workings. That way I just can wrap my brain around it.
Right now, the only two people that know about what I've got going is me and Sam Allen.
Y'all are the only two?
We're the only two people.
Fucking shit.
Yeah.
This is going to be big.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
No, I want to be just as excited and surprised.
Yeah, I'm not telling anybody. I'm not even going to tell you after this.
No.
I'm not
Corey,
telling anyone.
Do you think that later?
I'm not sucking on you, Todd.
No, I just want to know this. I just want to know the story.
What?
I just want to know what you and Sam know.
Who?
You and Sam? I want to know.
Yeah, you're not going to know.
Okay. We'll see about that.
No, you're not. It's awesome.
What's the date again?
January 25th.
At
Vino's.
which is at the corner of 7th and Chester.
What?
7th and Chester.
Is it 700? Is it 700?
It's like 723.
701? Look
Hold
it
on.
up.
I'm
Let's
looking
get
it
the
up.
actual address.
It's
Google
7th
that
and Chester.
shit.
No. It's at the corner of 7th Street in Chester, but I think it's 701.
923 West
I'm
7th
a
Street.
stupid fuck. What is it?
923 West 7th Street.
Which is at the corner of 7th and Chester.
Chester.
Shut up, Todd. It's in the parking lot across the street. Go to Channel 11. Go straight. There's a gravel parking lot. That's where you park.
I mean, if this show doesn't sell out just by the idea that there's going to be a new stage built and we're doing all this show for
Guys,
free.
you have no idea. I have a whole construction crew crumbing. God damn it. I have a whole construction crew coming for free. They're going to work for free.
Danny and Chun are doing the stairs, right?
I haven't asked them yet. But yeah, someone will be building the stairs. We are going to widen and double the staircase length in both
Wait,
entrances.
hey, you're ruining the surprise.
That's not part of the surprise.
You're going to have a...
That's not part of the surprise.
But you're also going to have a release, like a re-release of the Vino stage show. Of like, come see the stage.
No, we're not. We aren't even going to fucking play there this year, Todd.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to play on the shit stage, and then we're going out of state for like 5 fucking months.
No. We're still going to play in Little Rock.
Okay, maybe. Listen, if you're listening to this, don't listen to Todd. This is more than just the bands playing. This is actually not even about the bands playing. It all just kind of happened.
We're the plus part.
No, it's just even if I asked you to come and listen to me speak, it's still going to be $10. I still want 300 people in that room. I don't care who's playing. I don't give a fuck. It's just us because it happens so fast. You know, if you really thought about it, like who's the best band, it would be like Randall Shreve, fucking, Terminal fucking Nation. It would be like
Sacrifice.
it would be who's the famous who's the popular rapper right now?
Goon de Garçon.
Yes,
He would come back.
Yeah, exactly. It would be him. It would clearly be more time spent on this lineup to bring in the maximum amount of people. What?
Nothing.
Say it.
No.
Your face is red.
Nope.
You are a liar,
Earl,
sir.
do you want to play one song at that show?
It could be possible.
We are still actually playing our old stuff, though when our album comes out, we're going to drop it all. So this might be your time to shine, Earl.
Okay.
Invite sent.
Yeah, invite sent. Invite
Red.
Not sure.
Red.
100
It's
people
just-
are going to read this, bro, or hear this. I'm an idiot. Bro, I'm drunk. My brain's fucked up.
A little bit. You have said fuck way more than often.
Really? I'll let Justin say it. Yeah,
Fuck.
Fuck. Okay, see, you're fine.
But I would never fucking
I
say
would
fuck.
never fucking say that. I would never fucking say fuck.
Earl, will you
What
come
the
play a
fuck,
song
dude?
with us? Will you come play a song with us?
Yeah.
Please.
All right, everybody, puppy dog face it. Earl.
Fuck. Please.
Oh my goodness.
Todd's the only one that's pretty to look at.
How can I turn that down?
It's pretty easy. You say no, you fuckers. You go, fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah, you do what Corey did earlier and say fuck you to everybody but one person.
I'll say
You're
for
cool.
for my Spanish speaking friends, es posible.
Well, I mean, it's
He's
possible.
bilingual.
It's possible, but we
you'll have
should
to
make
come
it.
out, you'll have to come to the show to find out.
Oh.
We're as happy as you are.
Hit him with that misdirection. A missed erection.
I thought you were talking about
This
One Direction.
podcast has gone terrible.
No, this podcast is
Just
fucking
kidding.
awesome.
I had a fucking blast. Anything else you want to bring up, Earl?
Yeah, like what's going on?
Tell us, bro.
Are you working on anything?
You got a baby
Secret?
boy?
Yeah, working on a URL project. But
Hell yes.
And that's not a website design. That is his music.
no, it's
Wait,
not
wait.
a website design or anything. That
Is
has
Lewis
to do
involved?
with- no.
It's
No,
just
not
you.
this time.
Okay.
Yeah, not this time.
That was called Atomic Music Project.
yes,
Oh,
AMP.
fair.
Yeah. But yeah. I'm doing something on my own. It'll be really cool if I can work out all the logistics.
Sure. Hey, I'm
Right.
excited. That
Can I
sounds
help?
Let's
exciting.
see.
Is it housey? or
Let's just say I'm working on the 3D printing model at the moment. So it's going to be
It's a dildo.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah. I'm going to be on stage with a huge ass dildo
Hell
on my
yeah.
head, and it'll be glowy and everything, and it'll go to the beat of the music.
It's like an Earl.
I don't
though.
understand how
Right.
he can say something so stupid and you don't be like, fuck you, Justin. But
Because
if I
Earl
say
gets my
anything-
humor, you asshole.
But if I do anything stupid, Corey's like, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck it, fuck, fuck, fuck.
I just like saying "fuck you, Todd."
because I'm sarcastic as fuck.
Blame Adam
But
Sandler.
I have some things in the works for me. I'm working on rebuilding my studio again. So once
These
that
are
gets
things
done,
I don't even
the,
know.
The URL project will be after the studio gets somewhat built.
You should
and
do
then-
a show with Jared Ives.
And then of course I'll do exactly what I always do, and I'll produce music for anybody that comes through.
And then
Can you imagine?
And then no more information.
Okay. You just said production work for bands. So we're doing this My Answer War full length with DJ. The next one, Idle Engines, co-collaboration between Earl and DJ.
hey, guess what we're doing?
Yeah, I'd be.
Hey,
down with
I'll
that.
say it.
I could work with DJ, no
Hey,
problem. I
no,
love that
yeah.
dude.
Are you ready for this? We're having a rap song.
On on the full length after this full length.
Is
we're
this like I
tackling
set
rap.
my friends on fire?
No,
rap?
no.
Okay.
It's we're
No.
we're gonna have. We were talking about ideas, like formulating ideas for the next album, what we wanted to do, and we were just kind of throwing out like there are some songs that are gonna be written that are gonna sound like My Hands to War, and then there's some songs where we're just gonna branch out and try a bunch of new shit. And Todd said, "I want to have a My Hands to War song where Corey fucking raps in it."
We're trying to rip apart genres, but put it in our genre.
Yeah,
We're trying to still be My Hands to War, but
make a lot of different things make
Right.
sense.
I really just wanted to see Corey drum and rap at the same time.
Oh, he wouldn't drum.
you're drumming.
You're
brother.
drumming.
Oh, we're fucked.
Oh shit!
No, we're gonna
No,
come
we're
up with
not.
an easy beat.
Me and Justin have been working on some shit.
Come
it's
on.
fun.
So my drum spot's gonna be, and now introducing James Earl Stracener.
I'm rapping. You're drumming. Actually, what the deal is? No. Yes, actually.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Are we done? Yeah. Yes, you can.
You can totally do it.
You can do what we have planned.
But anywho, yes, I would be down to collab with anyone in the production in the studio. That's fine with me.
Stank. It's time to put some stank on some shit.
Earl Stracener 2020, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of 2020, what the fuck does our 2019 look like? Because we can go ahead and say it.
So currently, our 2019 is looking like April, May, June, taking weekend runs. One weekend a month, taking a weekend run, and then in September we would go on a week-long tour to visit all the places we visit on the weekend runs. So yeah,
Yeah.
is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I helped with that.
We have Todd. Hey, you know what? Todd did help with that.
Yeah.
He got fajitas. He made a list. There was a lot of things said.
It was very business oriented, and I fucked it up.
Cody,
A little bit.
Yeah.
So basically, we're teaming up with Eyes Up, and between two bands and shared gear, we want to be able to, on a discount. I mean, basically, just ask for what we need for the first weekend or the first time we show up to a place. Be like, hey, look, we got two bands. This is the amount we need. It's pretty low. And then go back in September and then wow the crap out of them. You know, like we wow the crap out of them when we get there, and then tell them in September when we come back we need one more.
Basically, we don't bring the lights the first time. I'm just kidding. So can I talk about, Todd, are you really going to do what you said you're going to do tomorrow? To me earlier.
Yeah, we shouldn't record that.
It's coming out Tuesday.
I still don't care.
Can I say who the noob is?
No.
Okay.
Let's just do that next week.
Okay, fine. We are actually, you're going to be here next week too.
Yeah.
Next week, we are doing a performance and psychology episode. It's something I'm really passionate about, Earl, you'll understand. I'm super into like the forming of a set and like the way you present yourself, basically. And we're going to do a whole episode on the psychology of those things. How you present yourself, how you present your set as like even your set is an art piece. Basically, it's performance art and the psychology of that thing. Art. Like, whereas, me and you, Earl, we would like play to each other and play to our strengths. But what I want to try to do with the next episode is give some advice to bands who maybe don't truly understand.
Oh, stage performance and like what it means to like
that.
Like, hey, look, I have energy and I'm going to release it on you whether you move or not.
Well,
so, like,
it's that, but it's also everything counts. Like every single move, every single decision. The most recent, I actually thought about this earlier. The most recent thing I can think of is when me and Justin and Cody played in Lame Johnny, and we played at is it Bear's Den Pizza? Am I saying that right?
In Conway?
At UCF?
No, Hot Springs. What was the name of the pizza parlor we played at?
Oh,
it's Bear's something. I think it's Bear's Den Pizza. Anyway, it's in Hot Springs. And like me and Justin are sitting there and he's like, dude, what do you want to do? There's like fucking 7 feet here. And I'm like, okay, let's do this. Let's move this here. Let's take like, they had some artwork. Like, let's pull this off the wall. That's going to get fucking destroyed. It's like, I want to get into like those things.
Yeah.
Oh, the thing we played at the end of Valley of the Vapors is like
Yes.
Grateful Head.
Grateful Head. Not Bear's Den.
Not Bear's Den.
No.
Dude, I'm drunk as fuck. Grateful Head Pizza in Hot Springs, and we set up, and then the guy comes up to us after the show, the owner of the building is like, man, I've never actually seen anybody like do what you guys have done. This is really cool. Thanks for playing. Here, like, here's your money. That's what usually happens at the end of a show. But he was like,
you hope for that, right?
Right. But
Earl wasn't in the band when we got paid.
Well, I'm talking about Lame Johnny.
Oh,
yeah.
Way to suck up my glory.
I was just saying that like he never saw that happen.
I'm just kidding. So anyway, the guy comes up to us. He's like, wow, the way you guys handle yourselves, that stuff. But like, dude, that comes from 10 years of doing production work. It comes from a lot of things. It comes from a lot of missteps. It comes from a lot of mistakes, a lot of bands that I played in beforehand. Like, it's going to be I think it's going to be a really fun episode. It's going to be me, Todd, and Justin. And we're just going to be going over some of the things that maybe I taught you guys, maybe you guys taught me, like aha moments that we all had together. Like, we are fucking this up.
Run your guitar into someone's forehead in the middle of a set.
I almost brought that shit up earlier. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Earl, you got anything else to talk about, buddy?
I'm just letting this roll. I'm having a great time.
Fuck Justin's tone from 2010.
You want to tell him?
No, I remember whenever you hit Todd.
You want to tell him
What?
the secret that shall never be spoken.
You can go ahead. Let's just put it out there.
Oh wait, I know about this too. Yeah, it was great.
Am I about to get mad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably not that mad because you didn't really even notice.
It's not really that big of a deal, honestly, but it's still a funny story.
So
You're only gonna get mad because 3 people in a band knew for a very long time and you didn't.
okay, hold on. Oh shit! He started knocking shit off the wall. Okay, I want to end on this. This is the best. What are you doing?
I'm not putting that back up.
What are you doing?
Fuck him.
I just stood it up over here. What are
Hey
you
man,
mad
that's the
about? We
picture.
hadn't
That's my
even said
goose photo, bro.
I still have your
Those are ducks.
the bear with the deer.
Yeah, but that's yours. I gave that to you.
I know. I'm saying I still have
Oh, well, yeah. Okay. So this is somewhat true. It's all true. So me and Earl, oh my God, we spent about 2 hours one day. We took all your shit out.
Oh, I know this story.
No, you don't. No, you actually don't. We took all your shit out and we retoned everything, right? And you came in and you go, yeah, that's cool. We spent hours. And you go, yeah, that's cool.
And I fucked it back up.
No. And then you plugged in all your own shit. Your line 6 pedal was never broken. We told you it was. And we actually fucked with the settings so you would believe us. And me and Earl sabotaged.
We literally spent hours.
We sabotaged your line 6
We literally spent hours on that.
so you would do what we wanted you to.
So about a quarter.
Fuck you, I don't care. That's goddamn amazing. I'm not even mad. It's fucking brilliant.
Me and Earl sabotaged your setup.
About a quarter of the way through, they actually called me and said, "Do you think this is okay? Do you think he's going to get too bad?" And I said, "I don't give a shit. Do it."
Oh yeah, totally true. Totally true.
You know what, ma'am?
Sorry.
No, that line 6 actually did end up breaking.
Yeah, but it wasn't when we told you it broke. What we actually did was fucked with all its. I'm so sorry.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
I wish I was there. I wish I had more
What, me and
parts.
Earl?
Me and Corey were like,
yeah.
we got to get through this.
We have to do
We
something.
gotta get through this, man.
So we,
But you did help with paying for part of the next pedal.
yes. Well, it's because we willingly wanted to.
Yes.
So that's why y'all willingly.
Yes.
All right, wait for it. Wait 6 years. Here's the punchline.
Yeah.
Oh my dude, that is an amazing payoff.
We willingly. I thought about this earlier today while I was in the middle of work, and I was like, we have to bring this up. It's time.
Oh my god.
We willingly dismantled. We made sure you wouldn't figure it out what we did until it was too late, and we retoned everything and then agreed to pay money to buy new shit so your tone would be better.
Yeah, no, literally, me and Corey look at each other and go, how can we reconfigure this?
Yes.
What?
Dude, it took us
all right, let's
hours of our life.
Let's go
My
through
favorite
this.
part of
Let's
that-
go this one by one and get everything.
But
For you, man, it was for you.
I'm not. You know what, man? No, that I could never ever be fucking upset at that because y'all went to that length.
so
It was
anytime that we've
stupid.
talked about the line 6, have you never noticed that me and Corey smile like the Grinch?
I have. I thought it was just because y'all hated that tone so much.
No, we were like, hey, remember how that one pedal that sucked? It sucked.
It was actually never broken. We really did like manually
Destroy it.
change everything so you would notice.
No.
We changed a lot of things.
No.
I can't even go
It took
into
so much
what
work.
we did.
No, I mean
took
the,
so
the,
much
the fact that y'all went y'all didn't have to go that hard in the paint, but y'all fucking did, and I appreciate that. I really do.
That literally stems from the time me and Earl spent about an hour and a half retoning to that distortion pedal.
Yeah. So they were like, hey,
So-
Todd, have you heard this yet? Listen to this. And then played the guitar. Like, man, I've never heard guitar sound that way. How will he ever do this? And they
Dude,
were like,
you-
what do you mean? It's
you
going to
don't
sound
even.
great.
I don't
was
even know
like,
if you know what you did. You walked in, go, oh, that's cool. You unplugged it and plugged back in the line 6 and
Yes.
go, okay, let's practice. And me and Earl went.
Yes, you did do that. You
Just
did
brain
do
shatter
We
that.
fricasseed. We were like,
no, you just went back through the line 6 after what me and Corey did at that time. Like you just went through it, and then we were
yes,
like, me and Corey were like, oh,
Was that the moment that y'all decided?
yes, Yeah. After practice, you left, and me and Earl were like,
the
we
difference
have
between
to do
the sound
something.
that we had.
Yes.
It was total difference. But still, it was just funny that you came in. You're like, that sounds great, and you plugged into your line 6.
That's all you did.
and,
you didn't
and
even
you
say
plugged
it.
in, and
Well, that speaks to how fucking how dedicated I am to shit.
Exactly. No. You were ignorant to everything that happened
Right.
beforehand, so you just did your usual. You just plugged in. Let's go.
I'm so
it's
fucking
practice
glad.
time.
I'm so fucking glad we finally got to see.
But yeah, me and Corey did look at each other whenever you started playing, and we were like,
My heart lit on fire that day.
That's why now anytime we play a show and you start touching the pedal board, Corey's like, stop doing it. Let me do it. I'll be up there in a second.
To be fair, the last time it happened, I had been having trouble also, so I kind of knew what was going on because now we play the same stuff. To be fair,
Right.
and I was like, I think I know what's wrong. Let me fuck with it. But
yeah, no.
yeah, we sabotaged you in real life.
Y'all
since Todd and Justin and Corey have been hit on, what is things about me?
I've never done anything to fuck with your shit, man.
No, not about that.
I'll never forget.
Are you talking about quartz?
Like something that you can badger me about. I know I'm not a perfect person.
have
I know I've
Dude,
I've not been perfect,
Bro,
so.
the only thing I could quote unquote badger you about is, hey, you fucking left the band. But you did it for a good reason. So
But that reason is like
you're
it's
good.
hard to harp on that.
exactly. I don't have anything to harp on you for, man.
I'll let Corey go first.
All right, do you want me to go?
Yeah, you go first.
Roast of Earl Stracener. That's what it's turned.
Dude,
out.
y'all
no,
fucking
we need
y'all
more than that.
Y'all lit my ass up.
Let's do a fun one. The worst part about are you talking about playing with?
Yeah, playing
Or just
with
like a character
being,
defect?
being with a band player with, I guess, is what we could do.
For me, as a drummer, playing with a bassist that's so talented, it was sometimes I got fed up with your ability to keep running through the part. And sometimes I wanted to say, Earl, fuck you.
Calm down.
I have the part. Stop.
Okay.
I mean,
For me. Now,
Yeah.
you know, being in the rhythm section, it was like, you're clearly better than I am, but here's my limit. You've reached it. Stop.
Then I guess that's the only thing I could harp on too is the fact that how
That
you
you're too good.
yeah like
You're just too
fa-
good for us.
The fact that you could adapt to the like because I wouldn't necessarily write the most because I would always write parts that I knew that you would get the root and I knew you would change it, but it always worked out for the better. Specifically, your bass riff for 557 in the evening. The first time we ran through it as a full band, I was in the car driving home and I stopped like right up here and I punched my steering wheel. I was like, how the fuck can you make something so good? Like I was angry.
It literally, it's all stems from your goodness.
Yeah.
This is the
No,
worst part.
no. I have a good one.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
No, I want. Yeah.
So when we were on tour, and really when we lived together,
And right now, you never call me.
no. Well, I mean that's a great point, and but
That is a valid point.
I'm sorry.
And
But
I'm sorry,
no.
guys.
I'm
All
actually
three.
kidding.
Of
No,
y'all.
I already said it earlier. Our paths are just a little bit different, so we
You
can't.
got it. You got to remember. I got.
It's got a child.
Earl
man.
can sleep through
he-
fucking
what?
anything.
Well, he's the
Yeah,
only
I
one.
can sleep through fucking anything except for my kid.
He's got a kid.
So no,
He
no.
has a
I'm
kid.
talking about when we were on tour. When we were
Oh,
on tour
yeah.
and playing shows, like Earl would seriously like if we were going somewhere, Earl would be like, "All right, I'm going to sleep," and he'd get in the car.
7-hour drive? Cool.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna go to sleep, and then he'd wake up when we get there, and it's like, "Where have you been?" And like that always like you always had really funny commentary, but you weren't involved in the whole day, and so then you would say something that everybody else laughed at. I'm like, "Where the fuck has this guy been the whole time?" You know, like so there was that, and then I found out that you were a boxer whenever I woke you up with a pillow in Nashville.
Yeah.
yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you went a little bit ham to a pillow.
Yeah,
in the face.
I apologize for that. Phoebe.
I mean, you
knows-
don't have to.
Yeah.
But
Phoebe knows if she wakes me up in the middle of the night.
Just be
It's not
prepared.
yeah. You're gonna have to give me a second if you want something. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, dude, honestly,
I learned to poke you with a stick from far away
yeah,
when you're sleeping.
yeah, you have to be a long distance fighter to win against Earl. No, man. I mean, I honestly, I don't have any like qualms or quirks about your character.
I don't see your face enough to know that this is the first time you've grown a real beard.
Yeah,
This is the first time I've grown a real beard.
yeah. When you walked out, that's why I said, "Who's this motherfucker?" Because I was confused at first. I had no idea who you were. I thought it was you.
No, I'm stoked that you can do it.
Yeah.
I never thought you could.
I know. Me too. My kid, he's 2 years old now. He doesn't know me without a beard, which is the weird thing because all my friends
So you
Yeah.
know me
Yeah, no, you
without the
with it.
beard.
Yeah.
So it's really funny to interchange the two. Like anytime I shave or I groom it and,
Yeah, bring it
really,
down.
get it really close. Yeah. He's always like, I'll wake him up from a nap and he'll be like, wait,
Who are you?
who the fuck are you? Oh,
Yeah.
that's Dad. Oh, okay.
I
Have we said his name yet?
Huh?
Have we said his name yet?
Wolfgang?
Wolfgang.
The best name ever.
yeah.
Do you call him
Wolfgang
Wolfie for
Stracener.
short, or do you just-
Whenever he's in good spirits, yes, it's Wolfie. With me, Phoebe always calls him Wolfgang. Always. As mom.
Do
She
you
always calls him Wolfgang.
do you say his full name when you're angry?
No.
How old is he?
My
3?
difference is
2.
my difference is Wolfie. Whenever I'm just calling him, like, hey Wolfie, get some food. Let's get some food. It's time to eat.
Yeah.
But if he's in trouble, I'm like Wolfgang. It's Wolfgang, and yeah, he knows immediately if I say Wolfgang, he's in trouble. I don't have to go Wolfgang Earl or anything like
His
that.
middle name's Earl?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
How'd you spell it?
EARL.
Oh.
Same as mine.
The actual way.
No. U-R-L is my screen name. It'll always be my screen
And
name.
your tattoo on your right arm.
Yep. Yeah,
Boom.
it'll always be my screen name. It's not my real name.
All right.
Yeah.
So Earl picks dope ass names for his kids. He plays dope ass bass.
He
He's an incredible
sabotages
fucking
human
computer
being.
dude.
Yeah.
We sabotage Justin.
We haven't even talked about the computer stuff either.
Do you still have your big APC machine?
The APC is gone.
Actually, you know what?
But
Hey, Earl, will you come back and do an entire
Tech
episode about tech?
sure. Yeah.
That would be-
I can do that easy. It's my job.
Me and you can go over our app. We can talk about all those nerdy things.
Sure.
Speaking of tech, I need help on a
Nobody wants to help you, Todd.
Speaking of tech, did you not
Interface.
see that the people that were playing Fallout 76?
Oh my God, they revolted so hard.
They revolted on the game, and also the people that signed up for
Yes.
it that has the
I saw.
whichever service that they use for their online got hacked.
Oh,
So-
like 500 million people's shit got leaked.
Yeah.
what?
Oh yeah, dude. If you're a Fallout 76 person that bought that game, oh man.
They have whatever information that you have with Bethesda.
With that company
So
got leaked.
it'll be your name, your email address, your
Probably your account numbers, honestly.
obviously your birthday
Uh-huh.
and stuff like that, so they can form pieces
Dude.
of getting into
That
your
whole-
Wait, hold on.
And
Like,
apparently the game
anything
was shit.
outside of, because I don't have Fallout 76, but I do have Skyrim.
Oh, then that's a good question. I think that it wasn't touched. I think it was just 76 because how we break it down in technology is Skyrim has their own servers.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Fallout has their own servers. Fallout 4 has their own servers. Fallout 76 has their own servers. They're all
So what
separate. I don't know exactly what happened. They probably just didn't keep shit updated with their servers, and that's unfortunate. That's
Well,
what I do
and
as
I heard
a job.
the game is shit, bro. I heard the game is shit.
The game is okay now that they're actually doing push to talk. The only problem was with I'm looking into getting 76, but I'm waiting till push to talk comes available. Because I mean, if push to talk isn't available, then you would be online on a server with, these X people.
Right.
Player 1, 2, 3, 4,
Right.
5, 6, or whatever. And with no push to talk, then you're going to hear them farting, yelling at their wife, girlfriend, all that stuff.
So it's like
it's
my
not going to be
favorite.
it's not going to be muted.
farting on your wife.
I fart on my wife daily.
Exactly. You would get that. You would get that too. So with the push to talk, it helps a lot more because then you can only talk whenever you need to. Be like, hey, this user, 641999. That's your name. Can I get some extra aluminum from you or something for my base and stuff like that?
Aluminium?
Yeah, aluminium.
Yeah, aren't you Johnny Ive from Apple? Aluminium?
Yeah, right.
It's more fun to say it that way.
It's British.
Yes. I'm not British. But
So anyway,
but yeah, it's the same way. So until that update comes in,
fuck that game.
then I would be down because the whole idea is really cool.
I mean,
Skyrim
cool ideas versus games that work.
I mean, it is true that Skyrim Online failed.
Bad.
It's still a good game, and you can still play with your friends, and it's fun. But they failed on what they were trying to focus on.
Right.
They failed on that.
Yeah.
I
feel like the trailer did not serve the game.
It's the same thing with 76. Like that's
Right.
the exact same thing that Bethesda's going through. So as long as Bethesda owns up to their mistakes instead of being like, "Well, this is the way we wanted,"
Do you think they're
fuck
going?
you.
Do you think they're going to?
Yes, because they're the actually
yeah.
only producers
Well-
that actually give a crap about their followers.
We'll see about that, Todd. Is all I
That
have to
leak
say.
that happened was it yesterday or today?
They said that the next update that comes out, which will be coming out in the next couple weeks, we'll see. It's Bethesda. But they said that the push to talk function will come out in the next couple weeks in the next update, whatever update that they do.
Okay.
So I'm waiting on that and seeing. Until then, I'm full Red Dead.
You and everyone the fuck else next to
Smash
the
Brothers
Fortnite.
Ultimate came out Friday. and
I
it's great.
started my second playthrough of Breath of the Wild.
That's great.
I invented more levels on Wii U for Mario Maker.
Justin, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they make a GameCube controller for the Switch?
Yes, they did. Yes, I did.
I don't know.
did.
I,
I have one.
I don't have a Switch.
Awesome.
My girlfriend has a Wii U.
I need to send you my Wii U code for my classic level.
Oh, you made a classic level?
I did. It's called Easy Enough. I'm into gaming, Earl.
Hell yeah. No, anybody that plays Mario Maker who can build levels.
I can't build shit. I just enjoy playing them.
Dude, my first one got some
thank
hits,
you.
bro.
I'm with you, man.
Yeah. The first one you sent me?
Yeah,
Dude, that level's fun as fuck.
Dude, it's got some hits, bro.
No, I like the
I'll
speed
text you.
levels. I like the speed levels. I like the puzzle levels.
It's like both.
Puzzle levels where you can only go through. There's
Yeah,
3 doors, and
I
you
love
have
it.
to choose which door it is.
It's always the middle door.
Usually there's I don't know if you guys watch Twitch that much, but Moon plays
I watch Ryu and
mhm.
this Australian guy.
Okay.
I that's all I
Check out-
watch.
For Mario Maker, he hasn't been playing it too often.
What's his name?
But Moon.
Moon.
Yep.
I've seen him on YouTube.
Yeah, he plays a lot of Mario Maker, and he goes hardest level. He does he does the 100-man challenge.
Yes, I do those all the time.
Yeah, and he kills it. He does it on like expert and hardest shit. It's
that's
a
super
puzzle.
expert.
Mm.
I tried expert, way above my pay grade.
It's
I'm a normal guy. Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
We've totally lost everyone at this point. I'm drinking. My day was shitty. Fuck you. Okay? My day was shitty.
But this podcast has been awesome.
This podcast.
And you guys got to tell me a story that y'all have been keeping secret for 7, 8, 10 years. I don't know.
I'm so excited that we got to say. Listen, no. Fuck you. I don't edit shit. I literally have been waiting so long.
To tell me that?
I've been waiting so long. And it didn't even come to my brain. I've been thinking about it all day. Like, when I fucking knew, I was like, Earl's coming to my house at 6. I can't not tell Justin that we sabotaged this pedal because he thought it was broken. And then I don't know if you remember.
It was all in good
You
faith.
literally, hold on, after you left, he literally came up to me one day and was like, bro, I plugged that pedal in. It's still good. I was like, oh, please, God, don't bring it back.
All right. So real quick, let's.
You told me, I literally shook with fear that you were going to bring that fucking pedal back.
Yeah, I did as well.
All right,
I
so
think I messaged.
you messaged Todd.
Yes. This was
dude.
in between Shinfo. It was in between when I left Shinfo and my Insta.
So this wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't.
You fucking
I
bastards.
swear to God, dude.
Like,
Can't stop laughing how funny this is. You literally.
if you don't, you're gonna. Have
It's still
to
out there, isn't it?
It's in your parents' shop.
Oh, yeah, it is in my parents' shop. You're right.
Yeah. So it was in between Shinfo and my Insta War.
Oh my God.
And like I wasn't in Shinfo anymore. Y'all were still doing Lame Johnny stuff, and y'all were still doing Shinfo stuff too. And you were like, but it was when my Insta War was like. Y'all were talking about bringing it back or something. And I don't remember exactly what it was.
This is right
but he
before
sent me a
the
text
cup.
message and I was like, this is all off. I'm out if that thing comes back.
Yeah.
What was it? All right, so was you guys sabotaging it? That was the me basically finally just like giving up and then trying just the single pedal.
No. That was when
You had more than one pedal.
the idea of the sabotage, we'll put that in quotes, was you came in after me and Earl had spent hours.
Yeah,
And I mean hours.
You also changed the tone on the amp. Like
Yes.
you.
Oh no, I know I came in and fucked shit up and it made them angry. I know that.
You went, oh, yeah, that's cool. Let me do this thing. And then you added your pedal back to that thing you had
And then
already
you
done.
changed 3 knobs on the amp, and I remember like thinking, well, we're not practicing today.
Dude, it sounded like a wall of noise. And I just remember being like, this can't be real. What the fuck is happening? Earl, please do something.
No, dude, I'm not.
I legitimately remember that us taking a break in the middle of that practice, and like Corey and Earl just staring at each other with anger, and I was like, all right, guys, I got this.
Yes.
And I walked outside, and you were smoking, and I looked at you and said, Justin, you're a cock ass. And then I went back inside, and you left you out there to smoke by yourself. And they were both like, so what happened? I'm like, he's fine.
Literally, dude, like,
Seeing you get so tickled over you sabotaging something that I thought was so dear. I mean, obviously in hindsight now, like, yeah, my tone was trash.
oh,
it was
my
bad.
God. The icing on the cake is that me and Earl spent so much time making it so good. And then you literally just came in and took another shit right on top of the shit. It's like, I was like, me and Earl literally could not figure out how you did not go, oh, this sounds way better. We should do it like this. Our literal hope was you would figure it out on your own. And we would just go, yeah, that's great. And then that didn't happen at all. And you fucking hooked up that fucking pedal, and I was like, this can't be real. And I was like, Earl, we have to do something. And I was like, dude, I think we need to break Justin's pedal. And he was like, how do we do it? I was like, I don't know.
Just not even like, hey, Earl, we need to break Justin's pedal. Not even like, oh, you want to do that. It's like, how do we do it? Just
Dude,
instantly.
We were all, me, Todd, Earl, everyone, we're like, this is garbage. It sounds like fucking pure white noise. We have to do something. And we just didn't even know what to do.
Is there a goal in there? Your wife transformed into one of the seagulls from Finding Nemo. Mine. Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's good. We ended on a high note.
Hey, Earl. It's good to see you.
You too, man. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, dude.
I answered for Earl to Todd, but meaning the same thing. I haven't even had one drop of alcohol.
Let's go around the table. Earl, what are you up to, bro? So you're up to the
For me, just being a systems engineer, just keeping the hackers out and keeping servers up.
That's
any
Good
server,
guy, Earl.
that's for the next one.
I mean, I put out, you see the GIF of Workaholics, I believe,
Right,
of the
yeah,
guy putting
boy.
out. He's sitting there typing on the computer, and his computer's on fire.
Yes. That's you.
Essentially what I do, except
Okay.
the one thing that's on fire is the server, not necessarily.
We're
my computer.
gonna get to that on another episode. I cannot wait. It's probably
Anytime
gonna-
someone says workaholics and I see a guy in glasses, I think of best test in the West.
it's probably gonna be just me and Earl. Dude, I can't wait. We're gonna cover a whole nother fucking 3 hours.
Oh man, we could talk forever.
I
about
can't
that, for
wait.
Sure.
So
Todd, what's next, bro?
what's next for me?
Us, bro. Whatever you think.
So for my Insta War, it's really just like continuing the journey of connecting with people and playing music and just having fun. But for me personally, man, I don't really know, man. Sky's the limit. My wife doesn't know what she wants to be when she grows up. Because of that, we don't know when we're gonna have kids or if we want to have kids. So I mean, like we're about to buy a house and plant some roots here in Arkansas and
Sweet.
like be cemented in that place out towards Pinnacle. And
Sweet.
I'm planning on having a similar setup in my house for a soccer podcast and be
Hell
able to
yeah.
have conversations about something that really makes me happy. And but other than that, I mean, like
MLS or Barclays or what?
anything soccer related.
Anything.
I just want to
Okay.
get like Arkansas on the map for soccer because like we have a really awesome thing that's happening right now.
Rangers. They're
Well,
really
that, but also just like clubs are starting to get good. They're getting good for the right reasons. They're coaches that care and they're developing rather than just let's pick the best players and farm the right team. And so like that's really cool. Also, I mean, like I'm still working for Starbucks, and like the reason why I continue to work for Starbucks is because their mission statement aligns with my mission statement, and I really enjoy that. My Insta is going to get out of town next year. I'm pretty stoked. Like this year, on a personal note, my wife and I will be on the same town on New Year's this year because that didn't happen last year, and I'm pretty stoked about that. And like, cause I hate Christmas. I've hated like every holiday ever,
Same.
except for New Year's Eve because it's just this. It's like 4th of July where like you can't screw it up. Like it's a bunch of people you know and love in one spot celebrating life. Like that's why I love New Year's. And so my wife being back in town this year for New Year's, flipping stoked. So anyway,
Okay.
That's awesome.
Justin?
No,
I just
you're
want
the
to.
guest. I talk all the time.
I just want to interject one single thing because you brought up. Not sure if you're having a kid. I would just say, as a person who has a kid, a 2-year-old, make sure you're ready for it. I mean, as a dad, I mean, I love being a dad. I love my kid. I mean, even if he's a little boy. His name's Wolfgang and everything like that. But even if it was a
Sweet
girl,
name.
even if it was a girl, I wouldn't care. It's so weird seeing for the first kid that you have. It's weird seeing the first spawn of you.
yeah.
Like
Right,
I
yeah.
swear,
My
to,
progeny.
I swear to God, no. The first 6 months that I had Wolfgang, while I'm holding him, I would just stare at him because I'm like,
Is this
damn,
real?
he looks like me. This is so weird.
That's cool,
This is
brother.
really, really weird, you know? But I mean, you put in what you get out with a kid. So I mean, you're gonna, it's gonna, yeah.
You put in sperm, you get out a child.
No, what I was saying was that you put in with the kid what you get out. Like, I mean, there's sometimes at Wolfgang, I'm really upset with him because I mean he's a fucking 2-year-old.
Yeah. You're your mother.
Well, yeah, exactly. No, that's true. His mom comes out in him. He comes out in me sometimes because, as y'all have seen, I've gotten mad too.
Yeah.
So I mean, it comes out sometimes.
And you can't like. There's got to be that point in time where you're just like, all right, you're a kid.
Yeah, and you're a little 2-year-old. You're not rational. You're not reasonable. It's me. It's the me show.
Yeah. And I feel like getting to that point though is the most difficult part, just because you're trying to rationalize with yourself, and like when the answer's right here, he's a kid, he doesn't get it. It's like trying to do it with an animal or whatever. You've got 1,000 different ideas. Like it could be this, it could be this, it could be this, and it's like, oh, I have to remember he's a child.
Yeah, don't worry. There's been many times I'm like, he's just a 2-year-old. He's just a 2-year-old.
Give him a fucking beer, man.
Yeah. God damn it. I just want to drink.
Yeah. I got it.
Justin knows.
I don't even drink.
What the fuck is this bush? Is this from John Comfort?
Guitar John, yes.
What a stupid bitch.
Love you,
that's
John.
how I call him.
Love you, John.
J to the C. That's me.
But yeah,
You're
sometimes you just got to go through the ropes and be like, it's just a 2-year-old. He doesn't understand anything about rationalization.
All right, now to hear from the two people who don't want to have kids ever. Justin, go.
I'm not opposed to having kids, but Carrie and I don't want kids.
That doesn't make any. Okay.
Cool. Kids are just.
I'm saying if the possibility of a child came up,
like if you accidentally
I do feel like you would be a better foreign exchange student.
So you wouldn't consider adoption or
adoption's not off the table.
Different. Yeah,
but
right.
that's
what I'm asking.
If we have our say, it's just us.
Yeah, man.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to have a child strictly for the idea of legacy, to be able to teach them what I know, and like maybe have a person that's better at music than I am, which is pretty easy.
You want to know one of the best ways?
No, I want to talk about what's going on with my fucking life.
Oh, I was just saying, like, one of the best ways to like promote like a healthy environment.
You like how Todd just cut in all over you?
I was just saying, like, I was trying to affirm and validate your statement of not wanting to have kids.
I kind of disagree with that just a little bit. There's joy to having kids.
There are joys to having kids, but like, I'm just saying, like, one of the like most like scientific ways of data like that shows
here's the
promoting environment is not having kids.
No. There is a direct correlation to blowjobs on a couch versus not having blowjobs on a couch. And kids are the total. Wait,
there's science behind this.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm sorry. Everyone listening, I'm so sorry.
This is the third podcast that people have been trying to ask me questions, and I get derailed by Todd.
Hey, Justin. Let's hear about what's going on.
Hey, remember when I knocked off that painting earlier when y'all told me that story that y'all
Did you do that on purpose? Did you do it on purpose?
Remember that time when we started this podcast and you didn't have a girlfriend yet?
Yeah.
And now you do?
Mm-hmm.
So how about...
You want me to get into that and how happy she makes me?
Well, just what's going on in your life, Justin?
Okay, so right now, like I said, I'm starting my second run of Breath of the Wild.
Did you call Guitar Center yet?
I have not called Guitar Center yet. I'm going to call Guitar Center tomorrow because while we were doing this podcast, Carrie texted me and said, "Hey, I love you. I hope you're having fun." I said, "Remind me to call Guitar Center tomorrow." And she said, "You got it."
That's what it's about.
Well, so what I need to do is get her number and just stop talking to you altogether. Like, hey, can you remind this fuck?
Yeah, I mean, life right now is actually pretty good. A couple months ago, I got into a pretty bad wreck, totaled my car, got a new one, love it. It's really nice having a new-ish vehicle.
That's true.
You know, I still.
And I'm also glad you're alive.
Yes, it could have been a lot worse. I could have been Yeah. Well, I'm the only person that got hurt in the collision.
Right.
There was like multiple cars.
His face was all fucked up.
Yeah, I had a giant swollen knot. There was blood everywhere. It was
Like,
gross.
if you can imagine an uglier Justin.
I know.
Did your airbag go off?
Oh yeah.
So
It's not. The airbag didn't go off. The airbag fucking blew up. It shattered.
wait. Did you have a recall? Did you have a Kata airbag?
I don't know. It was so. The thing with the Toyota though, the recall, they never followed up with me.
So you had a Takata airbag and you didn't die, because those are basically what those
shrapnel.
airbags. They had shrapnel in it and they would launch it at you. I had the same airbag in my car and I like unplugged it, but
Except the part where he's right here.
Yeah.
He's alive. Clearly, he did not die.
Yeah.
but like that's crazy. You survived a death trap.
Yeah, he survived being an asshole.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so to continue, new car. In April, I met my girlfriend. The end of April, I met my girlfriend Carrie. She rules. She's an amazing cook.
Is it Carrie or Carrie?
Carrie.
Oh.
Just so you know, Phoebe and I have seen pictures from Instagram or whatever. Phoebe and I agree. She's super fucking cute.
Thank you.
So
I appreciate it. I agree, and I plan on
I
doing
agree too, but
lots of
he's like
dirty
one of my
things
best
to her.
friends. I can't like let him get away with it.
no, I wasn't going to say anything until my wife said something first, and she did, and I was like, yeah, yes, yes, she's
Well,
cute.
then shouts out to Phoebe for giving me the thumbs up. She actually direct messaged me on Instagram and said, "Your new girlfriend's cute as fuck. Keep it up."
Oh, she did? Nice.
She did.
Nice.
I would say nice things, but I can't let him think nice things.
Corey, you don't have to whisper. I know.
So what's coming up with you, Justin?
Well, like I said, started my second playthrough of Breath of the Wild.
And then
And then call Guitar Center.
I'm going to call Guitar Center tomorrow.
then
I am still in the process of finishing up Never Was a Good Architect for...
Did you send those files to Cody?
I did. I sent all 11.
and John.
No, I haven't sent him the newish ones yet.
Aren't we supposed
Wait,
to learn a new song before
wait.
the new set?
I don't know.
Is this My Hands to War song?
I thought that was like
new album.
Okay.
New
Okay.
full
I
length.
thought we were gonna have 3 at the new set.
I never heard a full confirmation on that.
Todd, is that correct from Monday? Last Monday, is that right?
You were supposed to get all the files to all the people
Yeah.
that they're supposed
I
to
never
get
heard to
within
all the
3
people.
days.
No, I think that's right.
Oh, well, if
That was
is-
from the last practice to anyways. We're going to talk about things that are good with Justin, and then we will grill him later for things he has not.
No, you won't,
completed.
'cause I'm
Guys,
gonna
we're
step
like
out-
on like 250.
Yeah, that's true. We are. So I'll finish up.
Let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still working for Starbucks, having fun there. I still teach lessons at Guitar Center.
Which is cool.
I also do dog walks on the side, like dog sitting on the side. That's very, very part time. Only when I have free time open up. But yeah, my Hands to War full length coming next year. Lame Johnny album sometime early next year, getting mixed and mastered by Jordan from Artifacts Pareo.
It's spring for sure.
Spring.
Yes.
Also, I mean, I did this intentionally so we could go ahead and start to work on My Hands to War, but Millipede's second full length is, I'd say 70% done. Nearly every song is done musically, and almost all the songs are done vocally.
Blah, blah, blah.
Another good thing is that
so true.
I got to fucking see my buddy Earl that I hadn't seen in a while.
That's true. And it's very...
Are you pulling up the Wrap It Up B from the Chappelle Show?
Listen.
And
Speaking of that, by the way, you're still teaching lessons. I want you to teach my kid rhythm lessons.
okay.
He needs it on piano. He's getting the piano really well.
Well, I don't
but
teach piano.
I know, but
you
could.
can, and you're capable, and it's Earl's son. So do it, because Wolfgang is going to be an amazing artist one day.
Let's have this person who doesn't teach a goddamn thing.
I can teach him piano. That's okay. I just want him to have rhythm lessons from a person who's better at rhythm than I
Okay,
am. So,
I understand that, and I'll
We're
finish.
loving each other.
We'll finish it up with
I just came on the table.
just fucking go.
I can't believe you guys let me jack off in front of you. It's so fucked up.
Well, you were over there in the corner,
so gay.
like shit. What are we going to get?
I
in your
have no
business
offense
for?
against gay people. God, why do y'all put this shit on me? Anyway,
Good things happening with you, Corey.
this has been. Dude, this week is so ridiculous. I love tonight. Earl, thank you so much, dude, for coming.
Yeah, I'll come back again. We'll do a tech talk.
We're gonna do a tech talk. Fuck Todd. Fuck Justin. It's just me.
I'm actually probably. I have a lot of material for TED Talks. So
That's
I can
true,
help
actually.
with that.
Okay. Justin's going to piss. Todd has nothing else to say. Earl's full of information. We're going to get to that shit on the next, not on the next episode, but in a few episodes. Thank you everybody for listening. Do not forget to check out.
January 25th, Vinos.
Thank you, Todd. We're going January 25th, Vinos. We are going all out.
Rebuild the stage show.
I'm just going to let Todd do the talking. Anyway, Earl is a phenomenal person. He's been a huge influence to our band. He is definitely the reason why we push so fucking hard to do everything. It's finally, brother, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Oh, it's not a problem.
it's
I
been-
can come back again. We can do this.
We're going to do this again.
We can make this a tradition if you want to. Once a month.
It's
That'd be
super
fun.
awesome to have you here to find like bounce off like the little ideas and secrets and basically putting Justin in his tonal place. Thank you so much for listening, and I just want to say that we have been working very hard. I have been working very hard. Stan, Spencer, everyone has been working very hard on this January 25th show. This is going to be bigger than any of us. The reason for us doing this is not because of the bands themselves. It is because of the purpose. I don't really know what else to say, so yeah, check out Crashcast on the internet. Man, damn, I'm drinking way too much. Check out Crashcast on the internet, Crashcast Pod, and on Twitter, Crashcast Pod 1. Thank you, fucking Earl, for coming. Thank you, Todd, for coming. Fuck you, Justin. Everyone else, thank you for listening, as always, and I will see you next time. Spacebar.